Live from the Monument in Rapid City, South Dakota, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey. As tonight's the last of a two-game weekend series between the Grizzlies and the Rapid City Rush. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. If tonight's game is anything like what we had last night here at the Monument, then we're in for a treat. Neither team scored in the first period last night. Neil Shea got the Grizzlies on the board just after a power play ended 6.5 minutes into the second period as he bounced the puck off Rush goaltender Connor Murphy's back, and he gave the Grizzlies a 1-0 lead. Neil Shea's been outstanding for the Grizzlies as he has 2 goals and 1 assist through 2 games. Rapid City's Zach Hoffman, who played 1 year in juniors with the Utah Outliers in the Salt Lake Valley, he scored with about 6 minutes left in the second period to tie it up as we were tied at 1 after 2 periods. Grizzlies got third period goals from Brian Yoon and Reed Lebster. And for Lebster, it was his first professional goal, and it was on the power plays. Utah's power play has been pretty good as through 2 games, the Grizzlies are 2 for 6 on the power play. But Rapid City kept battling as Tyler Burney scored his first pro goal on a power play later in the third period, and it made it a 3-2 game. And then the Rush with a furious rally in the final few minutes. They tied it up as Brett Davis scored from the high slot with 14.9 seconds left in regulation to tie the game. Grizzlies had all 4 shots in overtime, but neither team scored, so we went to a shootout. And in the 4th round of the shootout, it was Reed Lebster scoring, and then Rapid City was denied, giving the Grizzlies a 4-3 victory as Utah picked up their first win of the season. And for the Grizzlies, after the game, they were talking about how nice it was to finally get one on the road and to get one out of the way on the road, as after all, the Grizzlies last year lost their first 11 games on the road. Remember, their first road victory last season came on January 5th of 2024 when Dylan Fitz scored in overtime. Well, it was really weird seeing a shootout, as after all, the last time the Grizzlies had been in a shootout was on March 17th of 2023. That's right, there wasn't a single shootout that the Grizzlies were in last year. Cameron Wright got the game winner that night as the Grizzlies defeated Allen 2-1. The Grizzlies have actually won their last 4 shootouts dating back to the 2021-22 season. So it's going to be a fun one here. Looks like a good crowd's filing in here to the Monument, and we got a good night of hockey in store. Adam Shield will get the start in net for the Grizzlies. He'll go up against Rapid City's Matt Radomski. Last night it was Connor Murphy, who was outstanding, stopping 41 of 44, but it's Radomski in net. It will be his second start of the season. When we come back, we'll give you the lineups for both teams as we're in business on a Saturday night, and you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face off in about 10 minutes from now here at the Monument as the Grizzlies will take on the Rapid City Rush for the second time this weekend. These teams will meet 10 times during the regular year. The Grizzlies did have a good amount of success against Rapid City as they were 5-3-1 against the Rush last season. We mentioned it at the top of the show, kind of a rare shootout for the Grizzlies last night. They didn't have a single shootout last season. They had 2 in the 2022-23 season. They won them both, and the Grizzlies have won 4 straight shootouts. Well, it's going to be a fun one here tonight as the Grizzlies take on the Rush. We got a good goaltending matchup as Adam Shield gets a start in net for the Grizzlies. He was in the AHL all of last season where he was a teammate with Rapid City captain Ryan Wagner. And Matt Radomski will get the start for Rapid City. But let's go over the lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Utah Grizzlies, who are led by the Grizzlies GOAT, 4th-year head coach Ryan Kanasowicz, who's the leading goal scorer, assist man, and point scorer in Utah Grizzlies history in 5 seasons with the Grizzlies. He had 156 goals, 200 assists, and 356 points. So Kanasowicz, the all-time leading scorer in Grizzlies history, he's behind the bench. His assistant is my roommate on this road trip, Christian Horn, who's in his second year with the club. Horn was a player with the Grizzlies back in the 2020-21 season. Starting in net, we mentioned Adam Scheel. In 2 games this season, he's got a record of 1-1 with a 4.72 goals against average and .865 save percentage. Last night, Scheel saved 31 of 34 and 3 of 4 in the shootout to pick up his first win of the season. Scheel's a good-sized goalie at 6'3" and 192 pounds. He was second-team All-League back in the 2022-23 season as a member of the Idaho Steelheads. Scheel's in his 5th season as a pro. He played his college hockey at the University of North Dakota. The starting defensive pairing for the Grizzlies, they played a ton of minutes last night. Brian Yoon scored his first goal with the Grizzlies this year and 4th goal overall in a Utah uniform as he had 3 in 35 games last year. He'll be wearing number 4. He's the former captain at Colorado College back in his senior season in the 2022-23 campaign. He'll be lined up next to Derek Dashke. Dashke wearing number 5. He's got good size at 6'2" and 194 pounds. Dashke had 1 assist in last night's game, so watch out for him. A pretty solid defensive pairing, Brian Yoon and Derek Dashke. You will also see the defensive pairing of James Schur and Gianni Fairbrother. Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain. He was elected as captain of the Grizzlies earlier this week. And James Schur, as we know from the 2022-23 season, is one of the more dependable defensemen in the league. Last night, Kabori Dunn was really a star for the Grizzlies. He had 4 shots on goal, including a couple grade A chances where he was robbed by Connor Murphy. He'll be paired up with Cade Jensen, the big 6'3" blue liner, who's going to be wearing number 23. So watch out for Jensen and Dunn. As Grizzlies have a pretty good 6-man unit on the blue line, starting out with Yoon and Dashke. We also see Jensen and Dunn paired up, as well as James Schur and the captain, Gianni Fairbrother. 12 forwards for the Grizzlies tonight. One of them is normally a defenseman. Chase Hartge is a defenseman by trade, but he will be acting as a forward, and he'll be wearing number 20. It will be a second game in a Utah uniform. The starting forwards for the Grizzlies include Briley Wood, who's my pick to click. Everybody make your pick to click as to who's going to be the star of the game for the Grizzlies. And if you're a Rapid City fan, you can pick a rush player as well. But my prediction is Briley Wood tonight here at the Monument's going to score his first pro goal. I think Briley Wood's going to have a big game. He's had some good scoring chances in his first 2 games. Watch out for him in front of the net or on the right wing. He's a big guy at 6'3" and 190 pounds. He had an outstanding year in the WHL with the Wenatchee Wild last season. So watch out for the 21-year-old Briley Wood. He's my pick to click. Neil Shea's been about as good as any Grizzly as he leads the team with 3 points in 2 games, 2 goals and 1 assist. He has a goal in each of the 2 games, and both of the goals came in the second period on Friday nights. He scored a goal in the second period on the power play on October 18th against Idaho, and last night he scored the first goal of the game 6.5 minutes into the second period. Shea's in his second full season as a pro. He's 6'1" and 195 pounds. And Cole Gallant's got an A on his sweater. And Gallant had an assist last night, which was his first of the year. He had 35 assists last season. He's a second full season pro out of the University of Western Michigan. Did spend some time with the Trois Rivières Lions back at the end of the 2022-23 season and was traded in October of 2023 to the Grizzlies. So starting forwards again are Wood, Shea, and Gallant. You also prominently see Mick Messner. Messner and Gallant are both wearing the A's on their black sweaters with white numbers and professional green trim. Watch out for Messner. He has 1 goal in 2 games this season, and Messner is in his second full season as a pro and second year with the Grizzlies. Messner will be lined up next to Luke Manning, who's got 1 assist in 2 games, and Reed Lebster, who was last night's number 1 star and last night's pick-to-click winner. Lebster scored a third-period goal, and he scored what turned out to be the game winner in the 4th round of the shootout. He'll be wearing number 17. He was acquired earlier this week by the Grizzlies in a trade with the Florida Everblades. We also see Craig Armstrong lined up next to the rookie Tyson Upper. Armstrong and Upper are both first-year pros, and they'll be in there with the veteran Dylan Fitz. Fitz wearing number 13, so Armstrong, Upper, and Fitz will be a forward line. You also see Chase Hartge. We mentioned he's going to be acting as a forward tonight. He'll be lined up next to Cameron Buell in his second game with the Grizzlies and his second game as a pro. Buell was impressive in last night's game. He'll be wearing number 11, and Nick Pastorius wearing number 42, the big power forward at 6'1" and 215 pounds. So again, the starting forwards are Wood, Gallant, and Shea. We will also see a lot of Messner paired up with Manning and Lebster, as well as Armstrong, Upper, and Fitz. And Hartje is lined up with Cameron Buell and Nick Pastorius. For the Rapid City Rush, they're going to start Matt Radomski, and Neto will be his second start of the season. Starting defensive pairing is Brady Putti. He'll be lined up next to Charles Martin, and the starting forwards are Maurizio Coella, Mason McCarty, and Parker Bowman. Great night for hockey here in the Black Hills. Grizzlies in a black jersey with white numbers, professional green trim. Rapid City in a white jersey, dark numbers, and red lettering. We'll come back and have face-off here on the other side, as it's a great night for hockey as two big standings points are on the line on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smiths app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smiths, fresh for everyone.
It's a great night for hockey as two big standings points are on the line as the Utah Grizzlies take on the Rapid City Rush in the second and final game of this weekend series. Don't forget, we are 6 days away from the Grizzlies home opener as they take on the Allen Americans in the first of a two-game set, as the Grizzlies will be at home next Friday and Saturday, and face off both nights will be up 7-10. Home opening weekend is presented by Smiths, and then the Tahoe Night Monsters will be in town for the first time ever on November 9th and 10th. The Grizzlies have some business in stores. They're looking for a two-game sweep as they take on a pretty good Rapid City Rush team. They've got an impressive forward line of Ryan Wagner, Denny Gore, and Trevor Janicki. Gore leads the Rush with 4 points and 4 assists on the season. And Ryan Walters spent 7 seasons in the AHL. He was a member of the Grizzlies back in the 2019-2020 season, where in 23 games he had 9 goals and 11 assists. Wagner last year played with the AHL Chicago Wolves, where he was a teammate of Grizzlies starting goaltender Adam Shield. Shield's wearing number 34, and he'll be lined up next to Brian Yoon and Derek Dashke. That's the starting defensive pairing, as well as Neil Shea, who leads the Grizzlies with 3 points through 2 games. Cole Gallant will take the opening faceoff, and Riley Wood will be on the right wing. For Rapid City, Maurizio Coella is second year with Rapid City. He'll be out there with Mason McCarty and Parker Bowman. And the defensive pairing is Charles Martin and Brady Putti. Referee tonight is Dylan Sater. The linesmen are Duncan Magera and Cade Blumenrader. The law firm of Magera and Blumenrader out there tonight. As looks like we're about set for face-off. 20 minutes are on the Monument scoreboard clock. And we got ourselves a good matchup here. If it's anything like last night's 4-3 thriller in a shootout where the Grizzlies got to win, it looks like it's going to be a fun night of hockey. Rapid City is one of those teams, they'll battle for a full 60 minutes. So the Grizzlies have got to bring it early and often here tonight. Utah will be skating from right to left as we see it from high atop whatever section we're in. I think it's section E, as Grizzlies won the draw as Brian Yoon pitches ahead towards Briley Woods. It bounced off his stick, goes deep into the rush zone. Radomski lets Martin play it as Bowman throws it towards the middle. As a rush skating from left to right, they get to center ice and backhand it towards the Utah line is Putti. Dashke tried to lift it over Putti, but Putti had it at the Utah line, re-entered. There's 2 rush in there. Bottom line is there's offside on the rush as we get our first whistle 20 seconds into the game, and it looks like the draw is going to come all the way down in the rush zone. Everybody make your pick to click as to who's going to be the player of the game for the Grizzlies. I'm going with Briley Wood. I'm going out on a limb and predicting that he's going to get his first professional goal here tonight. And everybody make your pick. Looks like some picks for the captain, Gianni Fairbrother. Cole Gallant's a popular pick. And, hey, Neil Shea's going to become a fan favorite if he plays like he has the first 2 games. Draw one by Rapid City as Charles Martin tried to carry it out. Wood keeps it in. Now Rapid City throws it out to center ice. As McCarty will tap it into Grizzlies territory. Yoon runs it down. Yoon will bank it off the far boards, and it goes out of play as we get another whistle 35 seconds in. Scratches for the Grizzlies tonight. Vinny Duplessis, the third goaltender's back in Utah. Blake Wells suffered an injury in the season opener. He's out. Aaron Aragon will be out tonight. Hopefully he'll be back either next week or the week after. Cade Nielsen also out with an injury, and Kyle Powell out of the Grizzlies lineup as well. So that's the scratches for Utah. Rapid City has Garrett Klotz out of the lineup, as well as Matt Arujo, Aaron Hyman, and Joe Widmer, and the third goalie, Christian Prop. As Grizzlies got out to center ice, Lebster over to Manning, steps over the line, left wing, lefty shot is blocked away by the stick of Holden Wall. Right wing, righty shot is blocked. That one was taken by Lebster. He's got a pretty good righty shot as the puck pokes out of play. Between the benches as Ryan Wood collided sticks with Gianni Fairbrother. Draw's going to be in rush territory near their bench. As Manning will take the draw. Manning in his first full season as a pro out of the University of St. Thomas. He's out there with Messner and Lebster. As draw one by the Grizzlies, Fairbrother. Left wings it out towards Shearer. Wings it around the boards. As Holden Wall over to the right side pitches up top. As Fairbrother keeps it in. He'll tap it back to the right corner as Messner gets the make that Manning gets the bouncing puck. Wraparound shot. Saved by Radomski. Rapid City's Wagner will push it ahead. As Rush get out to neutral ice. As Denny Gore throws it towards the far wing boards looking for Janicki. Pass goes wide of the mark. Lebster, rink-wide pass to Messner is about shoulder high. Messner lets it go to the near corner, deep in the rush zone as he chases after. He gets held up along the boards by Billy Constantino. Skating over there is Cameron Buell. Buell gets the puck, throws it towards the middle. Shot and a score! Oh, they say no goal. No goal. The net was dislodged. Cameron Buell centered it to Kabori Dunn. Dunn took the shot and roofed it right over Radomski, but the net was dislodged, so no goal. 18:31 left in the first, and that could have been Kabori Dunn's first as a pro. Ryan Kanasowicz is trying to figure out when that net got dislodged. I think it got dislodged for a while, and the referee didn't see it. So no goal in the play. Kabori Dunn had some really good looks yesterday and looked like he had a really good one right there as Cameron Buell fed him a pass down the middle, and Dunn was wide open. So we remain a scoreless game, a minute and a half in. Cameron Buell will take the draw. Puck goes towards the near corner. It's taken by Rapid City as Rush skate from left to right. Rink-wide pass connects to Wagner. Wagner skates towards the right side. Lefty shot goes over the crossbar as he fired it over his former teammate Adam Scheel. Craig Armstrong, first-year pro, gets to center ice, and he'll dump it in as Armstrong got blasted by Wagner, who plays a physical game even though he's not a very big guy. Rush will ice the puck, and the whistle blows with 18:09 left in the first. So still no score, but we've seen a decent amount of action here early on as the Grizzlies are really doing a good job utilizing their speed and making quick decisions. Matt Radomski's in his second season with Rapid City. Last year in 41 games, he had a record of 16-22-2 with a 3.91 goals against average and 889 save percentage. Radomski had one shutout last season. Buell on the ice taking the face off. He wins it as Cade Jensen over towards Armstrong. Trying to get it back to Jensen. It was tapped by Simon Boyko, number 4. Boyko gets it, and he'll hit it off the Buell as Jensen at center ice will pitch it ahead to Fitz. Fitz backhands it to Buell. Buell to the left side, takes lefty shot, he scores! Save that puck, Jackson Hibbard, as Cameron Buell gets his first as a pro, and the Grizzlies take a quick 1-0 lead. And this Monument crowd is silent as Cameron Buell has made a strong first impression with the Grizzlies. Boy, Buell had a good college career at St. Lawrence University, and he's a very skilled player. 5'10", 183 pounds, and here in the first 2 minutes, he's made a big-time impact. As Cameron Buell, Grizzlies bench fired up as they get off to a fast start. First goal in the first period for the Grizzlies this season. And it's Cameron Buell getting his first as a pro. Draws at center ice. The Grizzlies are off to a quick start. Rapid City wins the draw as the rush get to Brett Davis, last night's hero, as he'll dump it in. And puck goes back towards Davis. Chasing after it was Millimok. As Grizzlies clear back to center ice, Charles Martin runs it down in the rush zone. Martin does a half circle, and he'll tattoo it off the near boards. Boyko at the Utah line dumps it in deep as Shield plays it behind his net and drops it for Yoon. Over to Dashke in the near side. Ahead towards Neil Shea near wing boards. He gets to center ice for Glon, who gets around Martin on a good spin move, gains center ice and dumps it in. As Neil Shea lets it go, as Boyko, number 4, gets it for Rapid City. He turns it over. Shea behind the net. He gets hit by Boyko. Shea tried to get it up top, and it's picked off by Rapid City's Jack Jeffers, number 19. As the rush skate along the near side, they pitch it out to Boyko. It taps off the Dashke stick. As Sure over towards Dashke. Will backhand it ahead. Chasing after is Chase Hartgee. As the rush will sell it back into the Grizzly zone. Shearer directs it over to Fairbrother, who gets the Shea at the Utah line. Make that Hartgee over towards Nick Pastorius. He gets hit near the Grizzlies bench. Rush dump it in deep. Shield drops it for Shearer as we're 3.5 minutes in, and Utah leads 1-0 on Cameron Buell's first pro goal. Shearer dancing around as he surveys. Fans making some noise for about the first time tonight. Shearer throws the Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain. Long-range pass ahead to Pastorius, connects. Pastorius, the right side, steps over the line as he tried to one-hand it towards Hartgee. Now Tyson Upper fires towards the net, and it's blocked by Zach Hoffman. Hoffman loses his balance as he ricocheted himself off the end boards. Puck ends up back at the Utah line. Shearer across to Fairbrother. Fairbrother surveys. He's got good vision. Gets it to Shearer down the middle. Shearer still in the Grizzlies zone. Will backhand it to the left wing for Manning. Manning crosses center ice, and he'll saucer it in around the boards. Webster gets hit pretty well by number 43, Parker Bowman, who plays a strong two-way game. Rush gets to center ice, and then they'll sell it on to Shield, who sticks it to Jensen. Jensen turns it over. McCarty over in the far corner. Rush in the attack zone over the left point. Lefty shot goes wide. That shot was taken by number 12, Brendan Rons, in his debut this series. Rons did not play last night as Manning battles along the far boards, gets to the Webster, 2-on-2. Grizzlies cross center ice. Messner gets around to check, gets to the right side. Cyrus to Manning. Manning with the lefty shot. Glove saved by Radomski. Bounced off his glove. We get a whistle as Grizzlies were cutting towards the middle. Nice pass by Manning. And it's going to be a rush penalty as the Grizzlies speed draws the penalty with 15:27 left in the first. 2 minutes for hooking as Parker Bowman goes to the penalty box. And the Grizzlies power play, which is 2 for 6 so far this season, goes to work. They were 1 for 3 in each of the first 2 games here so far in the regular season. Galant's going to take the draw. Up top is Shea and Yoon as Fitz and Wood are on the wings. Draw one by the Grizzlies. Cole Gallant on the right side. He dances around, dangles, gets the puck up top to Shea, who slices to Yoon. Yoon's in the high slot, dances around, shoulder shakes, as he'll feed it to Fitz over on the right side, make that Wood. Would try to get it back towards the left side, and it's tapped by Rapid City as they clear it out all the way into the Grizzlies zone near side. Yoon runs it down in the near corner, skates around, Shills net to the far side. As Yoon gets around Wagner to neutralize, Yoon crosses center, fakes it to Shea, gets towards the near side, bobbled the puck, and the Grizzlies are offside with 14:58 left in the first. The Grizzlies the Rush did a good job getting behind Yoon, kind of anticipating that drop pass towards the Utah line. So on the Buell goal, Fitz and Jensen got the assist. Time of goal 2:07 into the first. Utah leads 1-0. As Rush win the draw to get towards the Utah line where it's gathered by Neil Shea. Shea gets the Wood, who drops it for Yoon. Grizzlies near their bench area. Yoon crosses center, gets to Fitz, who skips it in. Yoon chasing after it as Putti collides with Yoon. As Radomski looks over his left shoulder, Rush get it out to Ryan Wagner. Wagner lugs across center ice, tries to get around his check, and Neil Shea took it away. Over to Wood, who steps over the line. Wood gets blasted by Zach Hoffman as the Rush will kick it out to center ice. Puck bounced off a skate as Hoffman and Yoon battle at the Utah line. Hoffman goes down. Gallant gets the puck as we got 55 seconds and counting left in Utah's first power play of the game as Utah leads 1-0. They have outshot the Rush 3-1. Dashke skates down the middle as Grizzlies filtered in a line change over to Manning as the fans chant defense like we're playing a basketball game. Manning out to the left wing over to Messner as Rush take it out and back to center ice. Grizzlies take it away as Webster took it away from Coelho. Dashke over to Manning. He's at neutral ice, so bouncing off the far boards to Armstrong. Armstrong steps over the line, drops it back to the right point. Nobody there. Messner gets it back at center ice. They'll slide it across to Dashke. Dashke back to Messner at the Utah line. 15 seconds left in the power play. Right wing pass connects to Webster. Webster will bounce off a Rush skater who sails it all the way towards Adam Shields. It ricochets off the far corner. Shield gets it behind his net. And that will do it for the Grizzlies power plays coming out of the box is Parker Bowman. Dashke will carry it across center ice. He negotiates his way into the Rush zone. Dashke around the boards as it's cut off by the Rush Billy Constantinu. And he'll get it ahead. Bowman fresh out of the box will lift it as it bounced off the glove of a Rush skater, and that's Ron's, as Buell has already got a goal tonight. Skates to the far corner, gets up top to Dashke. Dashke across to Shear. He's at the left point. A fire lefty shot that goes wide as Dashke runs down the far side. Bowman gets there with his stick about the same time. Grizzlies over to the right side, dropping off for Buell. Buell feeds it up top to Tyson Upper. I'll take a high slot lefty shot that's blocked by Bowman as Buell gets it. Buell fakes it to Upper. Now he's down the middle. Buell skates towards the right side. As he skates in, backhand shot goes just wide as he almost got a second of the night. Rush get it as McCarty will carry it out to neutral ice. McCarty dumps it in. No icing. McCarty chase after, gets a centering pass. Shot goes just wide. What a play by McCarty. Centering it to Davis. He didn't miss by much. As Grizzlies will lift it. Looks like it's going to be icing on the Grizz. Boy, Mason McCarty with good hustle. Just got the puck and went coast to coast to the right corner. Found a cutting Brett Davis. Boy, the centering pass connected, but Davis's shot went just wide. 12:26 left in the first period as Grizzlies were called for icing. As Utah's up to 3 shots, Rush have taken 1. Grizzlies didn't really get that many good looks on their power play. Draws give me the near side as Denny Gore, who leads Rapid City with 4 points and 4 assists this season, will take it against Cole Gallant. Grizzlies win the draw as Dashke will lift it over the head of Charles Martin. Shea races after it, but it's going to be icing on the Grizzlies once again with 12:18 left in the first. Now we're still early on, but we've seen quite a bit here, so grab some chips and dip and a beverage of your choice and enjoy a little bit of Saturday with us. Draw's going to be to the near side. A lot of interesting action going on in the world of sports we'll talk about during both intermissions. Hey, my college football team's 8-0 this season. How about yours? Rapid City wins the draw. Grizzlies take it away from Martin as James Shear will tap it off the near glass at center ice. 2-on-2 battle as Ryan Wagner, the Rush captain, has a poke away. As Neil Shea along the near side will get it to the left circle for Wood. Wood centers it out in front. It goes just past a skating Gallant as the puck ended up behind Gallant. Rush will carry it out to center ice as Shea left wings a pass at the Rapid City line to Wood. Wood steps over the line and dumps into the right corner as Wood got hit pretty hard by Brady Poutine. As Grizzlies make a line change, Buell enters the ice. He's been outstanding so far in the first segment of play. Armstrong and Fitz out there as well as Rapid City hangs out behind their net. Rush will slowly make a forward change of their own as the Rush continue to hold up. They were hanging out behind their net so much, music started playing. As Rush getting out to the near side as Poutine, long-range pass connects, tape to tape at center ice. The Rush dump it in as the Rush fires shot. And a stick save by Schill as they had a cutter out in front of the net. And Jack Jeffers has been a good hustle player for Rapid City this series. Tyler Burney scored his first pro goal, but he tried to get it back to the point, and Wall was not at the wall, if you will, and he'll race back into his own zone. Hoffman back to Holden Wall. He'll sell a pass out to center ice. A bounced off the stick, and Tuck will come off the ice. A bounced off his stick at center ice. Jensen drops it for Dunn. As we're 9 minutes in, Utah leads 1-0 on the first pro goal for Cameron Buell. As Armstrong dumps it in, Fitz chasing after it. He collides with Wall along the wall, if you will. Pun definitely not intended. As Rapid City's Brett Davis fires a pass to the right side to Boyko. Boyko right side righty shot goes just wide as he missed stick side on Shield. As Rush get it back at their line, Grizzlies will reshuffle the deck personnel-wise and get 5 new skaters. As the puck bounced off the near glass onto Shearer at the Grizzlies zone, he'll move it across the Captain Fairbrother. Pass ahead, blue line to blue line, goes tape to tape for Webster. He'll dump it into the far corner as Rush will shuffle it back to the near side. Rush will tap it off the glass. It's gloved and dropped at the Rapid City line by Manning as Lepster tries to get around a skater. Now Lepster left side, backhand shot, saved by Radomski. As the rush towards the near side, Manning gets it. Manning, he gets blasted by Millimok. Connor Millimok, the former Idaho Steelhead in his first full season as a pro. Grizzlies get to Shear at the left point. He'll bounce off a rush skater. Shear at center ice gets knocked down by Boyko, hustles after the puck. Lepster gets there before Boyko near the Grizzlies goal line. As Lepster gets around Boyko, he's flying down to center ice. He skates down the middle, negotiates into the offensive zone. Manning over towards Lepster in the near corner. Lepster gets thrown into the glass by Boutte. Yoon, right point, across to Dashke. Dashke, left side shot is blocked by Parker Bowman. Bowman's blocked 3 or 4 shots here so far. Grizzlies getting out the Rapid City line. Rush will shovel it ahead as the puck bounced off of Bowman's stick. Yoon will one-hand it towards the far corner and chase after it as Coella gets bounced by Yoon. Puck along the boards. Right side, Charles Martin, righty shot. Rebound shot saved by again as the puck got back to the left side. Still in play. McCarty with a shot, and it's blocked by Pastorius. Pastorius throws it towards the near boards. Dashke runs it down and gets it to center ice. Shea crosses center, trying to get to Pastorius. He couldn't reach it. As Rush re-enter the attack zone. McCarty right side, righty shot. Kick saved by Shield. We're 11 minutes in. Utah leads 1-0. As Wagner left point, shot is blocked by the stick of Pastorius and flies into the near corner deep in the Grizzlies zone. Coelho will move it towards the end boards as Jensen gets the puck, and he'll lift it out to the right point. Hoffman gloves it and keeps it in. He'll get to Wagner, does a half circle, pivots, and rolls along the boards to McCarty. Now to Good, who gets up top as Hoffman back towards Gore. As Gore trying to center it out in front, it bounced off of Jensen, and carrying it out of the zone's Neil Shea. Gets back checked by Gore as Tyson Upper at center ice will bounce it off a couple bodies and out of play as we finally get a whistle with 8:28 left in the first period. Cameron Buell gets his first pro goal, and he was assisted by Fitz and Jensen. As the Grizzlies have a 1-0 lead. Both teams have taken 4 shots. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Schwab tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Utah leads 1-0 with 8:28 left in the first period. Draws at center ice, and it's won by Rapid City in a white jersey with black numbers and red trim. As they'll dump it in from center ice, Shield lets it go towards the near corner. Janicki rolls along the boards towards the left point. Holden Wall gets it. He'll fire a lefty shot that goes wide as it ricochets off the boards. Neil Shea ahead to Wood. Wood down the middle, across the center ice, and he'll dump it in as he tries to get around Wall. Hoffman and Wood get there about the same time. Hoffman before Wall, Hoffman before Wood. Puck ends up in the near corner. Shea hacking away, gets up top to Jensen. Cade Jensen across to Dunn, who had a goal that was wiped off the boards minute and a half in as the net was dislodged. That would have given the Grizzlies a 1-0 lead. Grizzlies get back to the near goal line, backhand shot. Saved by Radomski, and the net looked like it moved there as well. Second time the net's been dislodged near Radomski's side. 7:48 left in the first period. Utah's up to 5 shots, and the Rush have 4. Another timeout on the ice. We'll take one as well. It's the Grizzlies 1 and the Rush 0. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value. From huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners, Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it. and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
Utah leads 1-0 with 7:48 left in the first period as they're doing some work on the net there with Radomski as it's been dislodged twice. And one of them disallowed a Grizzlies goal as Kabori Dunn had scored from the high slot a minute and a half in. But the Grizzlies did get a goal with Cameron Buell. He scored from the left wing. And Buell with his first pro goal. He'll take the faceoff now. He's out there with Craig Armstrong and Dylan Fitz. Draw one by the Grizzlies. Utah gets up top to James Shearer, left point. He'll flub the puck over towards the end boards where it's taken by Putti, who banks it off the far boards. Fairbrother gets it. He skates towards the far corner, drops it for Armstrong. It gets pushed by Putti. Buell joins the play, trying to get it up top, and Davis took it away for Rapid City. Davis, an impressive player, wearing number 82. Boyko tried to slice it in and fanned on it. Fairbrother will pitch it to the right point. Grizzlies are in their own zone. Rapid City with the puck as Milamach over towards Boyko. He centers out in front to Coelho. Got his stick lifted by Fitz. Armstrong took the puck. He'll right wing a pass, bouncing out to Fitz. Fitz collides with Putti. And Rapid City setting a physical tone as Martin pushes Buell along the boards. The Grizzlies dump it in. We have 7:05 and counting left in the first. Utah leads 1-0. Rush pitch it out to center ice. Boyko will tap it, and it rolls to the far side as the puck wobbles on its side like a spinning top. Dashke around the boards to the near side for Manning. Manning backhands it across to Yoon. Yoon will tap it off the boards. Far side near the Grizzlies bench. Rapid City enters. They're skating from left to right. They tried to find Tuck, and Lepster took it away. Manning over to Messner. Back to Manning. He's on the left side as Manning gets double-teamed along the near boards. The Grizzlies are in the attack zone. Rapid City lifts it over the head of everybody as the puck will bounce into the Grizzlies zone. Dashke will hustle after it. He motors and gets it in the near side as he avoids a check of Wagner. Across to Yoon on the far side as Yoon keeps his head up and gets the Lepster at center ice right wing. He'll throw it to Manning. Manning to the right side, gets around Wall. Manning skates along the far goal line. Shot saved by Radomski as Manning gets pushed into the net. And for the third time this first period, the net gets dislodged. This time it was Wall pushing Manning into it. Good shifts by that three-man unit of Lepster, Messner, and Manning. And there's got to be a good nickname if that three-man unit continues, as all three of them have pretty good speed. And for Lepster, he's got a really good shot that kind of complements the Manning and Messner. Manning's taken a lot of face-offs here this weekend, and he's done a pretty good job as that center on the second line. Grizzlies get Cole Gallant out there with Neil Shea and Briley Wood. Up top is Jensen and Kabori Dunn. Dunn's been a star for the Grizzlies here this weekend. Rapid City wins the draw. Hoffman around his net, gets it towards the near side as the rush. Mason McCarty will throw a blue line to blue line pass. They got some air under it. Grizzlies get it taken away. McCarty skates towards the right circle. He'll take a righty shot that goes wide as he missed stick side on Shield. As Rapid City skates towards the left side. Shot saved by Shield again. As that was a righty shot by Janicki, the first-year pro out of the University of Notre Dame. Jensen to Dunn, far side. Will loft it ahead as it goes to Gallant. Gallant crossing center ice right wing, and he'll saucer it into the near corner, deep in the rush zone as Hoffman falls down about the same spot for the second time this period. As shades the left side, centers it out towards Gallant, who had his stick lifted. Wood with a shot that's blocked by Janicki. Rush clear it back to center. Dunn hustles after at the Utah line. Try to backhand it towards Gallant as Gallant gets the puck. As he'll skate to Neutrice with ease. Cross the center. Left wing pass to Wood. Trying to get it back to Gallant in the give and go. Now Neil Shea gets the left side. Take a shot. Saved by Radomski. As the puck goes back to the right side. Grizzlies in the attack zone. Shea slices one towards the net and it goes wide. Grizzlies will make a line change. As Rapid City crosses center ice. Martin will loft it on to Shield, who kicks it into the near corner. As James Shearer gets pushed along the boards. As the puck ends up ahead. Rolls back towards Shield from the right point. And he will cover up. 4:58 left in the first period. Rush will have an offensive zone draw when we come back in 1 minute. Cameron Buell scored 2 minutes in, and the Grizzlies still lead 1-0. Both teams have 6 shots on goal. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Well, it's the third and final game of the road trip. Utah leads 1-0 with 4:58 left in the first period. Don't forget the Grizzlies return home for home opening weekend. That's going to be this upcoming Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd, as the Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans. Draws in the Grizzlies zone, and it's in the right wing as Rapid City wins the draw. They get it up top as the rush. Milamach right side. Dance around, take a lefty shot that goes wide. Puck along the far boards. Fitz will push it out towards the line. Rapid City keeps it in. Far corner, centering pass out in front is picked off by Shearer. He'll tattoo it off the near boards. Rush, Brett Davis will drop it off for Pootsy. He rolls along the wall. His score collides with Fairbrother. Fairbrother to the far side will one-handed ahead towards Fitz. As the puck lifts into the air, bounces. Fitz gets it. He's on the right side across to Armstrong. Armstrong bouncing off a rush skater. Denny Gord skates into the zone. He'll center it out towards Davis. He'll take a lefty shot. And a save by Shield. Boy, Davis tried to fire a shot under the arm of Shield, under the right arm of Shield, and somehow Shield was just able to collect it under his arm and hold on with 4:21 left in the first. Boy, Davis, one of those guys, he gets into the slot and he gets a lot of those grade A chances like he did last night, and he's had a couple good looks here this evening. So draw's going to be in the right circle of the Grizzlies zone as Coelho will take the draw for Rapid City against Utah's Luke Manning. And the draw won by the Grizzlies as Yoon will slide it along the far boards. Lebster gets it at the Utah line. He'll carry it out to center ice, and he'll lift it out to the left side of the Rush zone. Rush will feed it out to center ice, and Boyko slices the Wagner. Wagner skates in, looking for a centering pass out to Coelho, and it's sticked away by Utah. Yoon near side bounces off of Boyko as Boyko goes down at the Utah line. Boyko rows it along the boards. Shield stops it and gets it to Dashke, who stations himself behind the Grizzlies net as Utah skates from right to left here in the first period. Dashke over to Yoon on the right side. Yoon will negotiate out to center ice. Now he steps over the line with ease. Tries to avoid a double team, and he falls down as Zach Hoffman was in the area. Now the Grizzlies, Lebster, he's in the high slot, takes a righty shot. And a glove save by Radomski, as Radomski just kind of with a backhand snag about chest high, as he's wearing the white Rapid City jersey, and the letters Rapid City are on the front of the jersey. 3:33 left in the first. Both teams have 7 shots. Grizzlies have Dunn and Jensen out there. That's the defensive pairing. The forwards are Shea, Gallant, and Wood. This time Shea's taking the face-off with Gallant in the right wing. Face-off's in the left circle. And Parker Bowman will take it for Rapid City. Bowman fell down, kind of anticipating the linesman dropping the puck, and Bowman's kicked out of the face-off circle. McCarty will take the draw. He's been active for Rapid City early on. It's been a very physical first period. Rapid City wins the draw, and they'll tap it off the near glass. Puck goes all the way deep into the Grizzlies zone, and icing is on Rapid City with 3:28 left in the first period. After last night's game, all the coaches and some of the players who were around last year, they talked about how great it was to get that first road win out of the way. After all, it took a few months for the Grizzlies to get their first road win last year. It took for the 12th road game for the Grizzlies to get a W, and that was on January 5th when Dylan Fitz got the overtime game winner. As Rapid City wins the draw, it's important for the Grizzlies to play well on the road, because after all, the teams that are usually the best on the road end up having the best records in the division. As Rapid City enters the offensive zone, Hoffman drops off, right side lefty shot, saved by Shield. That shot was taken by Milamach, number 22. Grizzlies back the other way. Briley Wood skates in the zone, righty shot, and that one's blocked away. Puck lifts into the far corner. Wood trying to get it back towards Shea in the near side as Rapid City will tap it off the boards towards the near side. As Rapid City gets it across, both teams spread the ice. The rush will carry it out to center ice. Wall gains the red line and dumps it in as both teams will make a line change with less than 3 minutes left in the first period. Jensen head to the left side looking for Buell. It's tapped by Martin back to the Utah line. It's Rapid City in the attack zone. Charles Martin looking for a centering pass out in front, trying to find Davis. Pass goes wide. Martin and Davis are both the alternate captains for Rapid City. as Martin gets held up and knocked down by Buell. Buell crossing center ice, gets back checked by Davis. As Davis gets divorced from the puck, Buell skates into the left side, stops in the near corner, and he gets up top for Tyson Upper, the first-year pro out of Calgary. As Fitz lost the puck. Shearer tried to keep it in the near point. Rapid City had it bounce off of Shearer. As the puck lifts over Shearer. Now the Grizzlies at center ice left wing. Fitz dumps it back in. Grizzlies will make a change as Buell comes off as he's replaced by Manning. As Rapid City behind their own net with 2 minutes left in the first period. Grizzlies lead 1-0 as Rapid City skating from left to right here in the period. As Grizzlies will get Upper off the ice. He's replaced by Messner. Webster on the ice as well. As the Rush taking their time behind their own net. And they drop it off for Hoffman sporting a beard. Hoffman feeds it to the near side. Davis with a blue line to blue line pass that taps off a Gore stick and flies into the Grizzlies zone. Shearer to the far side for Fairbrother. Now to Webster, trying to get it to Manning at neutral ice, and the pass was wide of the mark as Wagner dumps it back into the near corner. Wagner gets it back, takes a lefty shot. Saved by Shearer. Rebound shot to score. Wagner took the shot from the right side. Shield couldn't find it, and Denny Gore gets his first of the season. As Gore has tied it up at 1 with 1:30 left in the first. And that's Denny Gore's first pro goal as he has 4 assists through 3 games this season. And it was one of those where Wagner just kind of tried to get it under Shield's arm with a shot, and Shield couldn't find it. Puck was still alive, and Denny Gore located it and fired it past Shield to tie it up. Rush are up to 10 shots to the Grizzlies 7. As Rapid City's top forward line gets the job done here late in the first period. Grizzlies win the draw. Brian Yoon collides with Wagner near the Rush bench. As Yoon will bounce it off of Wagner. 2-on-1. Denny Gore to the left side. Takes a lefty righty shot. Saved by Shield. Rebound goes to Tuck. He'll feed it back up top to Wall. Across to Hoffman. Right point. Righty shot is blocked away as Shea on 2 knees blocked it. Wood gets the puck. Wood slides it towards Shea. Shea crosses center ice. So Grizzlies come back and step over the attack line. Gallant will fire it to the right corner. Running it down is Rapid City as the Rush will spread the ice. Holden Wall will carry it out to center ice. Dangles the puck across the center. Lifts it into the seats as it goes into row 2 of section F. As he was at neutral ice. No delay of game. 52 seconds left in the first. Drawn's going to be at neutral ice. So twice here in the first period, we had players pick up their first pro goals. Cameron Buell 2 minutes in, and here late in the first period, Denny Gore gets his first of the year. It's Gore's first season as a pro. He's got an AHL contract with the Calgary Wranglers. As Rapid City's NHL affiliate is the Calgary Flames. Flames will be in Salt Lake City next week. Off the drop, McCarty skates in. Righty shot is blocked away. As Shield makes a stop. He has saved 10 of 11 so far. Over to the far corner, 2-on-2 scrum. Puck squirts towards the left point, rushing the attack zone. They get it across to Martin. Martin second year with Rapid City will lift it over to the near corner as Jensen delivers a hit. Fitz will lift the puck off the glass, and it hippity hops to center ice. Martin gets it at the Rapid City line. 23 seconds left. He'll slice it towards Coella, but Coella didn't get a piece of it, says the linesman. And icing is on Rapid City with 20.9 seconds left here in the first. Grizzlies NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, were in the Salt Lake Valley this past Thursday. They got a 5-1 victory over the Utah Hockey Club. As we mentioned, the Calgary Flames will be in the Salt Lake Valley on Wednesday night, October 30th, for a game at Delta Center against the Utah Hockey Club. And by the way, I say the Delta Center. I don't just say Delta Center, because after all, Hot Rod Hundley used to call it the Delta Center, so that's why I call it. As Rapid City wins the draw, as they'll bounce to center ice. The Rush cross center. McCarty fumbles the puck. Now he'll knuckle it in. As Shield behind his net. 7 seconds left. Gets towards Fairbrother. Now to Shearer. He's in the near corner. Shearer dangles the puck. Long range pass. Connects to Fairbrother. 2 seconds left. Fairbrother skates over the attack line, and he gets dragged down by a Rush skater. Boy, very physical first period as Brady Poutine just dragged down the Grizzlies captain Fairbrother. And we're through one period here as Cameron Buell scored about 2 minutes in. But the Rush answered with one late in the period as Denny Gore picked up his first pro goal. Ryan Wagner, no doubt, will get an assist as he took the initial shot from the right wing. Wagner, the Rapid City captain, got his 3rd assist of the season. We'll come back and recap the first 20 minutes of play. We'll also go over some scores from around the world of sports, including the NHL and some ECHL scores as well. We've got a good one here as we're tied at 1 between the Grizzlies and the Rush. The intermission report starts in 2 minutes on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
First intermission here at the Monument, and we're tied at 1. Grizzlies really were buzzing early on, especially in about the first 5 minutes of play. Minute and a half into the game, looked like Kabori Dunn had scored his first pro goal on a centering pass from Cameron Buell. Dunn was all alone and roofed it over Matt Radomski, the Rapid City goaltender. The problem was Radomski's net was dislodged. It was off its moorings, and so the goal didn't count. It remained a scoreless game, but Kabori Dunn has been pretty good for the Grizzlies in this series. Half a minute later, the Grizzlies did get on the board on that same shift. Cameron Buell got his first as a pro as he was just all alone and called his own number. Buell gets his first as a pro. He had a pretty good college career at St. Lawrence University. He was with Kalamazoo in training camp, and he's been a strong addition to the Grizzlies here this week. Buell with the goal, Fitz and Jensen with the assist, and for both players, they pick up their first assist of the season. There was one power play in the first period, and it was the Grizzlies that got the man advantage as Parker Bowman got a hooky minor, 4:31 in. I don't recall the Grizzlies getting any shots, maybe one shot during that 2-minute power play. It has been a very physical first period, but the referee, tonight it's Dylan Sater. That's the same guy who was here yesterday. He's one of those. He's not going to blow the whistle and give teams too many power plays. He's going to let them play. And that's what he's done. There was only one power play in the first period, and that was to the Grizzlies. Got to give Rapid City credit. I mean, they just kept battling. The Grizzlies did have a 6-4 shot advantage, and then at one point it was tied 6 apiece. The ECHL app says Rapid City has a 9-7 edge in the shot count, although on the scoreboard it says that Rapid City had 11 shots to the Grizzlies 7. So I guess, what do you believe, the scoreboard or the ECHL app? Either way, the Rush have either 9 shots or 11 shots here through 20 minutes of play. The Rush got on the board as Ryan Wagner skated into the attack zone with some momentum, got to the right circle, fired a shot onto Shield. Shield made the initial save, but he couldn't find the puck. Eventually, Denny Gore located it, and he fired it past Shield and past the goal line for Gore's first professional goal. He's a rookie. He's got an AHL contract with the Calgary Wranglers. The best forward line for Rapid City, at least from what I've seen, gets a goal late in the first period. Gore with the goal, with Janicki and Wagner getting the assist. And Ryan Wagner is one of those guys. He's a real pro, and he's not very big, but he'll deliver some hits, and he delivered a few hits on Brian Yoon in particular in the first period. Rapid City is one of those teams. They're scrappy. They're one of those that it's going to take a full 60 minutes, or in the case of yesterday, a full 60 minutes and then some, if you want to come away with 2 standings points here at the Monuments. So it's been a pretty good game. Grizzlies 7 shots in the first period. Luke Manning leads the way with 3 shots. Reed Lepster has 2. Neil Shea and Cameron Buell each with 1 shot, with Buell's finding the back of the net. For Rapid City, on their, 9 shots. Let's see if the app updates. Now it's 10 shots according to the app, but they got 11 on the scoreboard. Denny Gore leads Rapid City with 2 shots, including 1 goal. He's the only rush player with more than 1 shot in the first period, and 8 other Rapid City players, or 9 if you look at the scoreboard, have 1 shot each. So a pretty good start here as we're tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. Grizzlies are looking for a 2-game sweep as they won 4-3 in a shootout last night. Some other action in the league. How about this one? Second intermission, Kansas City, the defending Western Conference champions, they lead Allen 8-0. You know, it was really controversial in Allen when they fired Chad Costello this past offseason after 2 straight playoff appearances. Kansas City has outshot Allen 41-10. Allen's going to be the Grizzlies' opponent next week. I imagine it's going to be a tough week of practice for the Allen Americans, and it's been a tough start of the season. As through 2 games entering tonight, Allen has been outscored 12-2. We'll just add an 8 spot to that. Second intermission, Kansas City 8, Allen nothing. And so far, through 8 periods of play, the Allen Americans have been outscored 20-2. One former Grizzly is currently on the Allen roster, and that's defenseman Andrew Nilsson. Nilsson's got 2 shots on goal for the Americans. We'll see Andrew Nilsson and the rest of the Allen Americans next week, as Grizzlies' home opening weekend will be next Friday and Saturday, a 2-game series. Face-off both nights will be at 7:10, and tickets are available at UtahGrizzlies.com. And, hey, there's a lot of exciting players on this year's Grizzlies club that you're going to want to see live and in person. You're going to want to see Mick Messner, who's really been electric since the start of training camp. He's off to a great start this season. You're going to want to see Cameron Buell. He's a fun player that really has played well in this series. And this is his first weekend as a pro. Luke Manning's a guy that looks like he's off to a good start this season. You can see a fan favorite in Dylan Fitz, who's been around for a couple years. You can see Neil Shea, the speedy one. He's paired up with Cole Gallant and Briley Wood, a forward that's got a lot of scoring potential. I still think Wood's going to get one tonight, as I predicted before the game that he's going to get his first as a pro. Anytime you watch Adam Schill in net, that's always a fun one. And the Grizzlies have a pretty good defensive unit of 6 guys. Not only the 6 guys tonight, but Harchie and Kyle Powell can play as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of reasons to come out to Maverick Center and watch some Grizzlies hockey this season. And maybe most importantly, and I know this has been a topic of conversation for some fans, Grizzlies tickets are affordable. You can bring your family of 4, family of 5. You can come at an affordable price, enjoy some Grizzlies hockey, and have a little bit of fun with us here at Maverick Center this season. And so it's going to be, what's that word? Fun. That's what we're going to have at Maverick Center this season, in particular next weekend when the Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans. And if there's one more reason to go to Maverick Center, the Allen Americans are affiliated with the Utah Hockey Club. We'll come back and go over some other ECHL scores as well as some NHL scores. We'll check in on those who are living the dream, as the NHL's got a full slate tonight, and some college football scores as well. Hey, my favorite college football team's 8-0 this season. How about yours? We'll go over some local college football scores on the other side. Through 1 period of play, the Grizzlies won and the Rush won. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back to the Monument. First intermission, we're tied to 1. Grizzlies and the Rush. 2 players scored their first pro goals in the first period. Cameron Buell for the Grizzlies and Denny Gore for the Rapid City Rush. Some local college football scores. The BYU Cougars, ranked 11th in the country. They go to 8-0 this season as they defeat Central Florida 37-24. Jake Retzlaff had a pretty good game for BYU. He had 2 touchdown passes. He also had a touchdown run. L.J. Martin had 101 yards rushing as the BYU Cougars go to 8-0 this season. And who knows, maybe they'll be in the top 10 when they face the University of Utah 2 weeks from now. Yeah, Utah, speaking of the Utes, they're in the middle of a barn burner. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Utah, they're at Houston. That game is tied at 14 apiece. Utah is 4-3 this season, but they have lost 3 in a row. And earlier this week, the offensive coordinator, Andy Ludwig, resigned. Houston's 2-5 this season. The game is played at Houston. And right now, it's tied at 14. Isaac Wilson threw a touchdown pass, no interceptions. However, it looks like Rose is in at quarterback for the Utes. Obviously, I'm not able to watch the Utah game, but Wilson looked like he was either pulled or got injured, and Rose is in there at quarterback for the Utes. That game with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter, they are tied at 14 apiece. Early fourth quarter, Utah State leads Wyoming 24-22. Both teams are 1-6 this season as Utah State on the road in Laramie is looking for their second victory of the season. Let's go over some NHL scores and check in on those who are living the dream. A few games have gone final earlier today at Crypto.com Center in Los Angeles. A very busy day for that building as this afternoon, the LA Kings defeat the Utah Hockey Club 3-2 as LA goes to 5-2-2 this season. Utah falls to 4-4-1 as, let's see, who made the big difference in that game. Utah did get goals from Logan Cooley and Clayton Keller, 2 of Utah's big guns offensively, as Clark had a goal and an assist, and Joel Edmondson had 2 goals. Joel Edmondson, a defender, had 2 goals, his first 2 goals of the season for the LA Kings, and that made the difference in the game as the Kings defeat Utah 3-2. Flyers over the Wild 7-5. That's Minnesota's first regulation loss of the season. Buffalo defeats Detroit 5-3. Other finals, Canadiens over the Blues 5-2. Lightning defeat the Capitals in a shutout 3-0. Rangers defeat the Ducks 2-1. Games in progress. Dallas leads Chicago 2-0. That game after 2 periods. The defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers lead the Islanders 5-3. Second intermission, that game's halfway through the third period. Columbus leads Nashville 2-1. That one's in the second intermission. Currently in overtime, Toronto and Boston are tied at 3. Late third period, the Rush's NHL affiliate, the Calgary Flames, they trail Winnipeg 5-3. That game has just gone final as Winnipeg gets a 2-goal victory over Calgary 5-3. And how about Winnipeg? They stay undefeated this season as their record goes to 8-0. Calgary gets their second regulation loss. Their record goes to 5-2-1. As we mentioned, Calgary will be in the Salt Lake Valley this upcoming Wednesday to take on the Utah Hockey Club. Getting underway in a few minutes, Pittsburgh is at Vancouver. Also at 8 o'clock, San Jose is at Vegas. San Jose will be in town 2 days from now on Monday night, taking on Utah. And Carolina is at the Seattle Kraken. Doesn't look like the Grizzlies NHL affiliate, Colorado, is in action tonight as they are off, kind of a rare off night on a Saturday. Colorado will be in action as they host the Ottawa Senators tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So kind of odd to see the Grizzlies NHL affiliate not in action on this busy Saturday night. Game 2 of the World Series. Boy, last night was really a thriller as Freddie Freeman hit a grand slam over the right field wall at Dodger Stadium, very similarly to Kirk Gibson hitting his Game 1 home run in the 1988 World Series. So the Dodgers lead the series 1-0. This is Game 2 of the World Series, and after 5 innings, the Dodgers lead the Yankees 4-1. So the Dodgers looking for the victory to go 2 games ahead of the Yankees. Games 3, 4, and 5 will be in the Bronx on Monday, Tuesday, and if necessary on Wednesday. Now, so some ECHL scores. Quite a few games have already gone final. Jeff Carr's Norfolk Admirals defeat Maine 3-1. Former Grizzlies goaltender Dante Giannuzzi got the victory last night, getting revenge on the team that released him the week prior, the Maine Mariners. But Dante did not play tonight, but Norfolk got a 3-1 victory. South Carolina over Greenville, 5-0. Adirondack gets a 2-0 shutout over Trois-Rivières. Indy over Cincinnati, 1-0. Indy will be in town taking on the Grizzlies on Thanksgiving week in a 3-game set. Florida demolishes Atlanta, 6-0. Florida, the 3-time defending Kelly Cup champs, they stay undefeated at 3-0 this season. Orlando defeats Savannah 2-1. Wheeling is a 5-4 winner over Reading. Couple games in progress. Halfway through the third period, Kalamazoo leads Fort Wayne 7-2. Former Grizzly defenseman Kyle Mayhew already has 3 goals this season, has 1 assist for Fort Wayne. As that game has 12 minutes left in the third, Kalamazoo leads Kyle Mayhew and the Fort Wayne Comets 7-2. A couple other games in progress. Iowa leads Bloomington 4-1. That game's after 2 periods. Bloomington is an expansion team. The Grizzlies will face them in a 3-game set in January. Early third period, Wichita leads Tulsa 5-1. Wichita is 1-2 this season, but barring a miracle, looks like they'll go to 2-2. Tulsa hasn't lost in regulation yet. Tulsa's off to a quick start, but Tulsa is down 5-1 with 15 minutes left in the third period. And couple other games in progress. A very busy night in the ECHL. Kansas City, as we mentioned before, leads Allen 8-0. That game after 2 periods. And after 1 period at Idaho Central Arena, Toledo and Idaho are scoreless. Well, here in a couple minutes, they'll turn the lights back on. Kind of has a cool red effect, almost like I'm the Undertaker or something here. We're having some fun here on a Saturday night. Last of a 2-game set. Grizzlies are 1-1 this season. And the score after 1 is 1-1. Grizzlies and the Rush, as Cameron Buell scored 2 minutes in, with about 2 minutes left in the first period. 18:30 to be exact. 1:30 left in the first period. Denny Gore scored his first pro goal for the Rapid City Rush. Janicki and Wagner got the assist on the Buell goal. It was Fitz and Jensen, each getting their first assists of the season. This has been the intermission report. We'll come back and have face-off here for the second period. I'm Tyson Whiting, and we'll have some fun here as we got the middle frame on the other side. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Les Schwab tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value, from huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
Hi, everybody. We'll come back and have second period action here as we're tied to 1 between the Grizzlies and the Rapid City Rush. Don't forget, home opening weekend for the Grizzlies will be next Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd, as the Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans. Home opening weekend is presented by Smith's. And then the following week, the Tahoe Night Monsters will be in town for the first time ever. Saturday, November 9th, is Pucks and Pups. That's right, the new version of Pooch on the Pond. Pretty much the same concept. You can bring your dog to the game, have some dog-friendly festivities, and a lot of fun. As Pooch on the Pond is now Pucks and Pups. That's going to be on Saturday, November 9th. And then we'll also have a Sunday 3 o'clock start on November 10th. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com. You want to see this fast team in action, as Grizzlies will start the second period with their top forward line with Cole Gallant taking the face-off. He's got Neil Shea to his left and Briley Wood to his right. And the same defensive pairing that started the game will be out there to start the second period, Brian Yoon and Derek Nashke. For Rapid City, they'll start the second period with Maurizio Coella. He's got McCarty to his right and Bowman to his left. Up top is Brady Putti and Charles Martin. As draw one by the Grizzlies, they skate from left to right as we see it from high atop section E here at the Monument. As Rapid City's Charles Martin gets back checked by Gallant. Gallant trying to get to Wood as Gallant takes a spill as Martin pushed him down. Now Martin pushes Wood as Martin doesn't have a stick as it broke. Gallant picks his stick up as Rapid City will skate around their net. They'll tap it off the near glass. Yoon ahead to Wood just outside the Rapid City line. He gets back checked and taken off the puck as it goes towards the near corner as Gallant gets hit for the second time this shift. As Bowman will curl it around his net. Putti gets it. Grizzlies make a line change there in the attack zone for most of the first 40 seconds of the first period. As Martin will slice it ahead, and it's tapped by Yoon all the way deep into the rush zone. It's gathered by Putti. Near side as Putti skates behind Matt Radomski, the Rapid City goaltender. Radomski in his second season as a pro. As Putti will now skate down the middle. He's still in his own end. As he'll fake it to his right now. He'll push it towards the right. Pass goes tape to tape towards Trevor Janicki, the Notre Dame product. He gets taken off the puck by Yoon. Puck hippity-hops out to center ice as Hoffman swings and misses. Now he throws it to the near side as Lepster took it away, and he'll roll it along the boards. Janicki drops it for Hoffman, the bearded one, over to Wagner, the rush captain. He gets around Lepster. Wagner over the line, far goal line, backhand shot is deflected off the stick, and it goes out of play with 18:36 left in the second. Well, how's your pick-to-click doing? Mine's Briley Wood. He's off to a pretty good start. How's your pick-to-click doing? Hey, if you pick Cameron Buell, you're the early leader in the clubhouse as he scored a goal 2:07 into the first period. Buell's on the ice. As he talks with Fairbrother, Buell will take the draw against Brett Davis. Davis, the second-line center, former draft pick of the Dallas Stars a few years back. Draw one by the Grizzlies. Fitz will saucer it ahead as it goes past Wall. Wall runs it down, far goal line to his zone. He skates around his net. It gets back checked by Armstrong. Wall strong with the puck, gets a new tries and carries it across center before Buell cuts him off. Wall gets it back. Wall crossing center ice. Left wing pass connects to Boyko at the Utah line. Steps over the line. Fires a righty shot that goes wide. Davis back towards the far side. Now it goes to Armstrong wearing number 3. He'll push it ahead. Rush keep it in with Hoffman on the right point. He'll roll along the boards. Davis behind the net gets double teamed. Fairbrother trying to take him off the puck. As Fairbrother's strong, he gets pushed by Davis. And over there's Milamuk as he knocks down Fairbrother. Fairbrother's on his keister, but pushes along the near boards for Fitz. Fitz will lift it high into there as it globes to the Rapid City line. Run down by Walls. The Grizzlies will filter a line change in as Grizzlies will get Tyson Upper out there. He's with Pastorius and Chase Hartgee. As the rush getting out to the left side, it bounced off the stick of Boyko. Boyko gets around Dunn. Boyko trying to run it down. He'll bounce it off of Jensen behind Utah's net. As Hartgee will loft it out to the right point. And a swing and a miss by Billy Constantino, trying to get it about knee high. Rush gets to the left side. Pass connects to Boyko off the boards. Boyko gets double teamed. He gets knocked down by Pastorius. Puck in deep in the Grizzlies zone near side as Coella gets pushed by Upper. As Coella gets it across. Rapid City dangles. Tyler Burney had a goal last night. Far side shot is kicked away by Shield. As Coella over to the far corner as he surveys. Now he's at the far goal line. Skates in. Lefty shot. Saved by Shield. And he holds on as we're 3 minutes into the second period. Tied at 1. As Rush have taken their 12th shot of the game. Grizzlies have yet to fire one on Radomski officially here in the second period. We know there's a lot of sports and entertainment options out there. We appreciate you choosing the Grizzlies here tonight. We thank each and every one of you one that's listening tonight, especially after this lousy offseason I had. I'm certainly thankful for everybody that's tuned in. As it draws over to the right side in the Grizzlies zone, Tyler Burney's kicked out of the circle. Coelho will take the draw against Luke Manning. And make that Cole Gallant taking the face off. I need new glasses as Rapid City wins the draw. Charles Martin over in the far corner. Gets it back to Tuck. Tuck will bank it off the near boards as Rapid City's Putti dances in the left point. Fires lefty shot that goes wide. Yoon throws it to the far side. Gallant runs it down and pushes ahead to Shea. Shea slices it past Briley Wood about knee high as Putti will get it to Grizzlies territory. Burney skates into the left point. Takes a lefty shot that goes wide. More of a dump in than a shot as Gallant tried to one-hand it. Now he gets the dash cue, fires it off the far boards. Keeping it in is Burney as he'll bounce it off the wall. Grizzlies get it back. As Neil Shea out to Wood at center ice. Shea gets held up along his shoulder by Putti as Wood battles with Putti. Now in the rush zone as Wood hits Putti with a high stick. Referee, why, that was a late call. He was behind the play, waited for Putti to go down, grabbing his face, and then the call was made. Grizzlies touch it up at their bench, and that's going to be a penalty. Probably was a good call, but it was like he waited for Putti to hit the ice before making the call. The referee is looking at Putti to see if there's blood. Either a 2-minute or 4-minute high sticking. Looks like, I couldn't tell if that was 2 fingers or 4 fingers held up. Either way, Briley Wood gets a high sticking penalty. It's just 2 minutes. And the Rush are going to be on the power play for the first time tonight as Briley Wood gets 2 minutes for high sticking as he was battling with Brady Putti along the near boards of the Rush zone. 16 minutes and 6 seconds are left in the second period. We're tied at 1. Brett Davis will take the draw. Rush were 1 for 2 on the power play last night. For the Grizzlies, it's Cole Gallant. Gallant puts his palm in the air as Rapid City won it cleanly. Janicki throws to the near side. Now back to Janicki, the Notre Dame product. First-year pro over to Martin in the high slot. Back to Janicki near circle. Fires a righty shot. Saved by Shield. McCarty gets a rebound and skates around his net. He'll backhand it up top to Martin, right point. He'll fire it across looking for Janicki. Gallant gets a stick in the way. Now Gallant will carry it across center ice. Gallant motors into the attack zone. Right side, he gets cut off by Wagner. Gallant dumps it in deep. Grizzlies will get a line change, getting 4 fresh skaters on the ice. Davis to Wagner left side. Wagner steps over the line, tried to bounce it to the middle. It bounced off the Grizzly player in Shea as Wagner will drop it to the left point for Davis. Davis over to the left side, feeds up top to Martin. Now to Wagner in the high slot. He'll dangle and get it to Davis on the left side. Davis has it glide off his stick. Davis around to Janicki in the near corner. Back to Davis. As Davis surveys, he's in the near side. Sharp angled shot goes wide. As puck bounced off the far boards. Wagner, he's in the high slot. Or in the captain's seat for Rapid City in the white jersey tonight. Over to Janicki, he's in the near side. Back to Wagner. Over to the near goal line for McCarty, who skates around his net. He gets the puck jabbed by Dashke, but McCarty keeps it, rolls along the near boards. The puck exits the zone as Shea will one-hand it to center ice. As Shea over the line, onside, skates towards the left wing, takes the lefty shot, he scores! Neil Shea gets a shorty, and the Grizzlies have taken a 2-1 lead. Great play by Shea as the Grizzlies had a guy in the Rapid City zone. He kind of skated horizontally, waiting for the player to tag back up. Once he did, Shea skated towards the left circle and roofed it over the left shoulder of Radomski, as Shea now has a goal in all 3 games here in the regular season, and all 3 of them coming in the second period as Utah leads 2-1. And this crowd here at the Monument is stunned and silenced. 37 seconds still left in the Rapid City power play as Neil Shea has been the Grizzlies' offensive weapon of choice. 3 goals this season. He has 1 in all 3 games this season. Grizzlies win the draw. They're still shorthanded. Gallant will bounce it off of Constantino in the rush zone. Constantino runs it down in the far corner. As the Rush still on the power play, Constantino skates down the middle, push to his right. As Gorp, the Rapid City goal scorer, will drop it off for Coelho, spins along the wall. Puck on the near side as Tyler Byrne, who had a power play goal last night, drops it for Wall. Now across the Rush, dangle around. Now they're in the high slot as Constantino feeds it to Wall. One-timer, saved by Shield. Rebound, Coelho tries to feed it out in front, and Shield dives to intercept the centering pass out in front and hold on with 5 seconds left in the power play for Rapid City. So Drozgeby in the Grizzlies zone. Gallant might get an assist on that Shea goal as he was near the area and then got it to Shea, and then Shea was at neutralized. We'll check that a little bit later. Neil Shea has really been a great goal scorer for the Grizzlies. He had 18 for Newfoundland last season, and he's already got 3 here this year. As Grizzlies win the draw and roll it to the near side. Fitz runs it down, pushes ahead. Rush keep it in the attack zone. Shot is blocked by Dunn. The shot was taken by Bowman from the left side. Up ahead to Cameron Buell. Buell's got a goal tonight. Rink wide pass towards the Grizzlies bench, connects with Wood. Wood over the line as he gets cut off by Constantino, number 68. As the Rush get hit by Fitz from behind. Puck deep into the Rush zone near corner. As Fitz will chase after, he delivers a good shoulder check on Brendan Bronze. As Constantino down to the far side, will push it ahead to center ice. Armstrong delivering a hit as the Grizzlies have been physical here in the second period. Shield gets there behind the net about the same time as Bowman. As Armstrong will gather the puck, and he'll loft it ahead over the head of Hoffman. It's going to be icing on the Grizzlies as we get a whistle with 13 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second. So draw's going to come back towards Adam Shield. He's been pretty busy. That shot that Shea scored on shorthanded is the only shot here in the first 6.5 minutes. It's the only shot the Grizzlies have had here in the second period. We're 13:24 left in the second period. That's the time remaining. The Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 15-8. Draw one by McCarty. He'll take a righty shot left wing, and Shield will gobble it and make the save. 13:22 left in the second period as the Grizzlies get a shorthanded goal by Neil Shea as they lead 2-1 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business. Get more
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
13 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second period. The Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 16-8. But the only shot the Grizzlies have so far in the second period found the back of the net as Neil Shea scored shorthanded 5:17 into the second. Rush won the draw as Grizzlies lead 2-1. Big time hit as Gallant just blasted McCarty. Oh, bone-crushing hit there as the Rush have it in the near side as Dashke pushes down a Rush player over in the near corner. Now Holden Wall dances in the left point. He's being shadowed by Briley Wood. Puck spins along the wall. Shea pushes ahead. Puck bounced off of Millimak, who will push it ahead to keep it in. Millimak out there with Dashke battling as Millimak in the corner. He gets back check. Gallant took it away. Puck goes to Dashke in the far side. Across pass goes tape to Yoon. Yoon steps over the offensive line, drops it to Wood on the right side. Wood centers it off a rush skate. Brett Davis runs it down in the far circle. It's Davis up ahead looking for Wagner. Pass goes wide of the mark. Shield, Wagner's teammate in the AHL last year, will push it to the far side. Now Wagner on the right side will slice it towards the near corner. Yoon in the area gets there about the same time as Davis. The puck goes out of play over in row one of the sections over there near in the Grizzlies zone over along the near corner. 12:27 left in the second period. I think that's by far the biggest hit I've seen Cole Gallant deliver as a member of the Grizzlies. Or a guy that you know for speed, but he really delivered a big-time hit on McCarty a few minutes ago. Draws in the near side. Looks like one of the linesmen are looking towards the near boards just to make sure everything's okay. The linesmen are the law firm of Duncan McGarrett and Cade Blumenrader, with the referee being number 4, Dylan Sater. Draws in the near side of the Grizzlies zone. Utah leads 2-1. Neil Shea's got the difference maker with a shorthanded goal off the draw. Janicki with a righty shot that goes wide. And now the right side, Martin with a shot that's gobbled up by Shield. And he holds on. 12:21 left in the second. So the Rush keep piling up the shots, but Adam Shield has been on point here so far in the second period. And Radomski's kind of doing one of those pregame drills where he's skating from side to side, trying to keep himself occupied. He hasn't seen many shots. Grizzlies with 2 goals on 8 shots on Radomski so far. 12:21 left in the second. Utah leads 2-1. Rapid City wins the draw. Left point. Putti tries to center it. It goes all the way towards the right corner. Now right wing, Coelho with the lefty shot, and it's sticked away by Schill, and it flies out of play. 12:13 left in the second. Draw is going to come back into the Grizzlies zone. Make sure to follow the Grizzlies on X, Facebook, Instagram. I know the Grizzlies are outstanding on TikTok. I'm on X at Tyson on Sports. 12:13 left in the second period. Rush are up to 17 shots. So the Grizzlies 8. But Utah leads 2-1. Rush won the draw. Martin across towards Putti. He's in the left point. They'll fire it off the end boards. Fairbrother will jam it to the near corner as Buell up ahead to Manning, who gets knocked down about the time he was accepting the puck. Now Manning gets it. He'll push it across to Shearer, who dangles and gets it to Fairbrother. Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain, ahead to the right wing for Buell. Buell slides it across to Shearer. Shearer will backhand it to Buell. Buell gathers these on the right side. He'll skate around a defender, skates in, shot, saved by Radomski in the butterfly position as Manning over in the far corner gets hit by Martin. Martin will bounce it off the Manning as he tried to shovel it out. As Manning gets held up by Martin, puck goes along the far boards to Ryan Wagner, 7th full season as a pro, University of Wisconsin product. He'll dump it off the far wall. A Shield will bounce it off the boards. Puck goes to center ice as it was dumped in by Brendan Rons. Rons didn't play last night wearing number 12. He replaced Matt Araújo in the Rapid City lineup. Putti enters and he'll fire to the right corner as the rusher in the attack zone. Bernie drops it off. Bowman chases after it. He collides with Fairbrother. Bowman strong with the puck, gets up top to Constantino. Right point, shot is blocked away. Puck slides towards the near corner. Bowman gets it, and he'll slide it to the right side, but Constantino is more in the slot, and he'll have to run it down at center ice. Constantino pivots. He'll feed it back to the right side. Rush re-enter as Bernie drops it for Bowman, who tried to get it across to Gore. Gore gets it in the near corner. He gets blasted by Fairbrother. Puck up top as Rons will take a shot, and it's blocked by Shearer about 5 feet in front of Schill as Messner will ice the puck, but running down there with great speed is Tyson Upper. He gets there. Grizzlies make a line change as Rons holds up Upper. Joining the play is Chase Hartgee. 2-on-3 scrum in the corner. 3 rush players and 2 Grizzlies deep in the rush zone as Radomski looks over his right shoulder. Constantino comes out of the pile with the puck, and he'll feed it to the middle for Bowman, who slides it to the left side for Gore at center ice. Gore gets to the Utah line. His pass to the right corner is picked off by Dunn. Grizzlies re-enter as Martin avoids a check of Constantino. Make that Manning. As Manning skates towards the right point, he'll get it across. Cade Jensen on the left side. Sarah's it out for a shot to score! Jensen to Pastorius to the back of the net. What a beautiful feed by Cade Jensen, who gets his second assist of the night. And the Grizzlies extend the lead. It's now a 3-1 game. Jensen skated to the bench first. Pastorius was out in front. And like we saw in the third period last night, it's Cade Jensen's first as a pro. Pastorius was in the area, but Pastorius told Jensen after the goal that he didn't touch it. So save that puck, Jackson Heber. That's the second time tonight a Grizzly player gets his first pro goal, and this time it's Cade Jensen. Jensen was looking for a pass to Pastorius out in front, but the puck never got to Pastorius, according to the Grizzlies on the ice. So Jensen gets his first pro goal, and Utah extends the lead. It's 3-1. As Grizzlies cross center ice, Dunn fires a shot, and it's blocked away by Radomski as the Grizzlies have 3 goals on 10 shots. We're halfway through the scheduled 60 minutes, and Utah leads 3-1. As Gallant rolls to Shea. Shea's in the near corner. He gets up top to Dunn. Dunn fires it towards the net, and it goes wide, looking for Gallant to redirect it. As Jensen over to Gallant, and Briley Wood will take the puck. Wood gets up top, looking for Jensen. Glanced off his skate. Now Shea, high slot shot is blocked away. Gallant got a piece of it, as Hoffman will shovel it back to neutral ice. Grizzlies, Jensen over to Wood. It bounced off of his stick. Now Armstrong skates past defense. It's like a lefty shot that goes wide as Armstrong got behind the 2 defensemen. Had a good look, but Radomski made a stick save. Davis crosses center ice. Left wing will dump it in. Chasing after it's Boyko. He'll fire a sharp angled shot saved by Shield. Grizzlies come back the other way. Armstrong takes a spill as the puck goes deep into the rush zone. And icing's going to be on the Grizzlies with 8:57 left in the second. Boy, I was looking right at the goal, with Jensen there with Pastorius out in front of the net. It hit off a stick, almost like a perfect centering pass out in front. I had thought that Pastorius had gotten a piece of it, but Pastorius said he never did. And so because of that, Cade Jensen gets his first pro goal and the assist. Luke Manning will get an assist on that goal. We'll see if somebody else gets one a little bit later. But good passing by the Grizzlies. They've only taken 5 shots here in the second period, but they produced 2 goals. As the Grizzlies today are getting a real good quality, not necessarily a high quantity of shots, but the quality's certainly been there. Draws in the near circle of the Grizzlies zone after the Grizzlies got called for icing. Dashke gets in as the Grizzlies win the draw. Armstrong will slice it ahead to Fitz at center ice. Fitz gathers at the center ice logo, steps over the line, dangles, will feed it across to Buell. Buell on the right side, trying to push to Armstrong. Puck lifts high into the air in the near corner as Buell gets to Fitz. Fitz back towards Dashke. He's on the left side. Take a lefty shot. Saved by Radomski. He holds on with 8:35 left in the second. Grizzlies have second period goals from Neil Shea and Cade Jensen as Utah leads 3-1. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
8 minutes, 35 seconds left in the second period. And the Grizzlies are buzzing as they have a 3-1 lead. They did have a 3-1 lead halfway through the third period last night before Rapid City came back with 2 unanswered. So the Rush aren't going to give up. You know they're going to play hard for 60 minutes. You got to keep battling and maybe extend the lead here in the second period. Grizzlies have 3 goals on 13 shots. We were tied at 1 going into the second period. Neil Shea scored shorthanded 5:17 in, and less than 5 minutes later, 9:59 in. It was Cade Jensen from the left point. Pastorius was out in front of the net. Puck was towards him, but Pastorius said he never touched it, and Jensen got the goal. Manning and Kabori Dunn each picked up the assist, and so for Kabori Dunn, that is his first professional point, and for Luke Manning, it's his second assist of the season. There's a bit of a delay. Everybody's kind of lingering around as Grizzlies kind of looking things over. Not sure why there's a bit of a delay after this timeout. All 3 officials are out there. Grizzlies will have Mick Messner, Luke Manning, and Reed Webster. Once we get back to live action, the defensive pairing is Dashke and Yoon. Dashke and Yoon have played a ton of minutes this weekend. My guess is they probably played close to 30 minutes last night each. And they're putting together some big minutes here tonight. Still trying to figure out the reason for the delay as everybody's just kind of lingering around like Sunday school just ended. As they continue to kind of linger, nobody's looking at the ice, trying to figure it out. It's one of those, if I can't figure it out here live, who knows what it would be if I wasn't seeing it. It looks like everything's okay. Now it looks like the door is open. There must be some issue with something on the ice. As there's 8:35 left in the second. I guess if you joined us late, we've had quite a few first goals here. In fact, 3 of them here tonight, 2 of them by the Grizzlies. Cameron Buell scored his first pro goal, 2:07 into the first period with Fitz and Jensen getting the assists. And then 18:30 into the first, something must be going on in the Rapid City bench. That must be the reason for the delay is now 2 people have gone over towards the Rapid City bench and not really sure what's happening. Hopefully everybody's okay over there. There's 8:35 left in the second. Denny Gore got his first pro goal, 18:30 in with Janicki and Wagner getting the assist. And we were tied at 1 after 1 period. And even though now both teams are up to 6 shots here in the second period, Rapid City took the first 4 or 5 in the second. Neil Shea scored shorthanded, unassisted, 5:17 in, and then Cade Jensen with his first pro goal, 9:59 into the second. And even though Nick Pastorius doesn't get a point, his willingness to get out in front of the net That was a big part as to why that goal was scored. As they're continuing to have the delay, it's something in the Rapid City bench. I think that's what we've diagnosed. It's something in the Rapid City bench that's delaying play here. Well, either an injury or something, as somebody's kind of looking down towards the ground of the Rapid City bench. Maybe it's the door. Maybe the door is malfunctioning in Rapid City. That could be possible. They're working on the door in the Rapid City bench near the center red line. Gives us a good chance to talk about next week, and I'm really looking forward to the first homestand of the season. There's a lot of fun players. Nick Pastorius is one of those. He's a guy that's a very high-energy player, and boy, he's going to make a big impact on the Grizzlies this season. He's going to be a fan favorite, I got a feeling, and he's a physical player that really has a personality. He's the big personality on the club, and he's somebody that I think Grizzlies fans are going to grow to love. Hey, Neil Shea's got a ton of speed. He's got a goal in all 3 games this season. Kay Jensen's got a goal and an assist tonight. It's going to be a fun Grizzlies unit. It's the 30th season of professional hockey in the state of Utah. It's Utah's pro hockey tradition. It's at Maverick Center this season. It's the 20th year of the Grizzlies in the ECHL. They spent 6 seasons in the IHL in the 90s and then 4 seasons in the early 2000s in the American Hockey League. So there's still a bit of a delay. What we have figured out is it is in the Rapid City bench, whatever it is. And if it's an injury or something, hopefully everybody's okay. It does look like it might be the door. And it looks like there's a couple of repair guys working on the door. Maybe there's a door malfunction. They're working on it right now near the Rapid City bench. I'll come back in 1 minute, and hopefully we'll have some hockey. It looks like there's a bit of repairs going on in the Rapid City bench. We're hoping that's all it is, and that's not an injury, as it looks like they're working on the door in front of the Rapid City bench on the boards. Utah leads Rapid City 3-1. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Now there's 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second period, and we may need to get somebody to go to one of those home repair shops. As it looks like they're working on the boards. We hope that's all it is, as maybe the door isn't working or something going on near the Rapid City bench. We hope that's all it is. Doesn't look like an injury. Doesn't look like any medical situation. As Grizzlies are 6 days away from the home opener, you can get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. As the Grizzlies really have played good hockey this weekend, Rapid City is going to be a team that's going to give you a 60-minute battle. And as we learned last night, 60 minutes and then some. Grizzlies did have a 3-1 lead halfway through the third period last night. Rapid City kept battling and found a way to tie it up with 14.9 seconds left in the third period. This Grizzlies group is scrappy. They're a pretty fast unit. They've really done a good job getting going from end to end. And really, the Grizzlies have done a good job in the transition game. Shield make a save, keep the play alive, and guys like Dashke and Yoon who make quick decisions with the puck just get the puck, north-south. And with the 3-man forward unit the Grizzlies have on their top line with Wood, Shea, and go on, you got a ton of speed there, and Wood could be a solid finisher over at the right wing this season. Once he gets going offensively, once he gets that first one, almost feels like he's going to get him in bunches. All right, the DIY guys have gotten it done. Looks like whatever repairs they had to make to the Rapid City boards near the bench have worked. And looks like we're back to hockey. As the 2 repairmen walk off the ice, they get a standing ovation. And the delay, which who knows how long it took, maybe 10 minutes or so. Looks like we're back to hockey. Draw's going to be in the Rapid City zone. Luke Manning will take it. He's out there with Messner and Lebster as we get a hand pass off the draw, and the faceoff will come back and stay in the Rapid City zone. Are we going to have a penalty? Janicki's going to skate towards the penalty box. Let's see. 2 minutes for delay of game. Trevor Janicki is going to get a penalty, and he's going to serve 2 minutes. Delay of game looked like the signal from the referee. If it's not delay of game, it would have been roughing. Kind of odd. Looked like Janicki was the one that hit the ice after the face-off, but the Grizzlies get a power play. Second power play for Utah tonight. They're 0 for 1 and 2 for 7 on the season. Drop, won by Rapid City. Hoffman will curl it around his net. McCarty will bounce it off the referee as the puck hit the opposite center ice. Hit the referee in the hip. And looks like he's going to stay in the game. He's a tough one. As Grizzlies gets a new try, Hume will drop it off for Shea, who's got a goal in all 3 games. He crosses center ice. Now he enters the zone with ease, trying to get around McCarty. As McCarty took it away, Hoffman over in the far corner will skip it all the way to Shield. Shield lets it go. It was in the restricted area. Couldn't cut it off before crossing the goal line as Yoon runs it down. Yoon with good speed crosses center ice. Now he veers off to the right. Yoon crosses center and drops it off for Wood. Wood crosses the center red line. He'll feed a left wing pass. It connects to Gallant. Gallant bobbled it for a second. Now Wagner takes it away. Wagner skates along the right wing on his hip. Backhand shot saved by Shield as Wagner had Yoon towards his hip. He couldn't get much of a shot off. All he had was a backhand. 1:07 and counting left in Utah's power play. Rush will make their first line change of the penalty kill. Neil Shea crosses center ice. Grizzlies make a change themselves. Fitz enters his own right side. He'll slide it across to Dashke. Dashke on the left side to Shea. Shea behind the Rapid City net. Dangles with the puck, skates towards the near corner. Shea gets pushed to the boards by Puzzi. Now 2-on-2 battle. Shea feeds it up top. The Rapid City took it away. Racing across center ice, McCarty. He's been active tonight. McCarty left wing gets around Manning. Tried to chip it out in front to Quella. Puck lifts off a stick. Fitz comes back the other way. He flies along the left wing. Crosses center ice. Fitz over the line. Dangles the left point. Centers it out in front towards Wall, and Wall let it go past him as Manning was cutting towards the net. Wall will clear it out deep into the Grizzlies zone. 20 seconds left in the Grizzlies power play. Utah leads 3-1. Less than 7 minutes left in the second period. Dashke feeds to the right side for Lepster across the center ice. He steps over the line, gets around Wall. Lepster tried to center it to Manning. It goes between his legs and off the boards near the Grizzlies bench to center ice. Armstrong gets it back to Messner. Nick Messner steps over the line, left side, fires a shot that's blocked away. Grizzlies in the attack zone. Dashke, far goal line, skates around the net with the puck. Dashke, 16 goals last year over to Manning. Manning, right wing shot is blocked away by Armstrong. Now in front, backhand shot to score! Nick Messner gets his second of the year, and the Grizzlies extend the lead. It's now 4-1. Well, the Grizzlies didn't get a goal on that power play, but they carried a little bit of momentum and offensive zone time after that power play, and they've extended the lead. It's now 4-1. As Messner got in front and fired a backhand shot past Radomski. Messner had 15 goals last season. He was a star in training camp, and he's off to a quick start here tonight. As Grizzlies have scored 3 unanswered in the second period. First period goal by Buell and second period goals by Shea, Jensen, and Mick Messner. Draw won by Rapid City. A very quiet crowd here at the Monument as Utah leads 4-1. As Ryans will throw it to center ice. Wagner dumps it in. Sure chasing after it. He avoids a check of a rush skater, and that was Braden Tuck, 6'1", 170 pounds. As Pastorius on the ice, as runs, throws it towards Bowman, left point. Shot, glove saved by Shield. He holds on. Grizzlies extend the lead as Mick Messner gets his second of the year and 17th in a Grizzlies uniform. 5:58 left in the second. It's Utah 4, Rapid City 1. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
5:58 left in the second period. Utah leads 4-1. Rapid City has outshot Utah 18-15, but the Grizzlies have 4 goals on the 15 shots. Grizzlies win the draw. They're in their own zone, skating from left to right. As Shea along the far boards, Rapid City throws to the corner. Wagner gets it poked away by Scher. Puck goes back to Scher from Shea. As Scher throws to the near corner, Fairbrother runs it down. Wood pushes it to center ice. Rapid City gets it at their line as Constantino dangles the puck, now pushes to Rons. Puck goes past him to center ice. A tuck back towards Rons. Pass goes wide as Wood dumps it in. Constantino gathers it near side as the rush. Skate from right to left. Will spread the ice with 5.5 minutes left in the second period. Rink-wide pass to the left wing. Bounced off the tuck stick. He'll dump it in. Dunn quickly picks it up. Trying to get to Wood in the near side. Wagner took it away. Wagner centers out in front. Shot saved by Shield. The shot was taken by Holden Wall. And a gentle push and a mild arc. And the old biscuit globes into the Rapid City zone. No icing as the Grizzlies make a line change. We got about 5 minutes left in the second period. Utah leads 4-1. As the Grizz are buzzing here in the last of a 2-game set. Hoffman out towards Tyler Burney. Burney scored a goal last night, his first as a pro, first-year pro. Armstrong pushes ahead. Grizzlies 2-on-2, but Fitz couldn't run it down. Hoffman was back in his zone. He'll slice it ahead to Wall. Wall dangles the puck, and he'll diagonal pass out to the right side. Now looking for a cutter out in front, and Janicki gets cut off. Puck rolls towards Schill, and he covers up. Good job by the Grizzlies boxing out Rapid City, and in particular, Kabori Dunn out in front of the net boxing big Tyler Burney, who's 6'5" and 205 pounds, away from Schill. 4:32 left in the second. And boy, if the Grizzlies play like they have so far in Rapid City, it's going to be a fun one next week as the Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans. That's going to be next Friday. 6 days from now, get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com and be part of Grizzmania, the 30th season of professional hockey, as Utah's pro hockey tradition continues at Maverick Center this season. Draw's going to be the near side. And Coelho will take it from Rapid City. He takes a knee off the draw, and he'll get back to his feet. Coelho kicked out of the circle. Millimak will take the draw against, I believe, Luke Manning. Manning wearing number 16. Manning's been active tonight. He's got an assist for Utah. Waiting for the linesman to drop the puck. As a draw won by Rapid City, but Boyko loses it. Reed Lepster gets to center ice, and he'll bank it off the far boards. Lepster gets around a couple rush skaters, and he'll push it from one corner to the other. Rapid City gathers it behind their net. Putti throws to the far side. As a big hit delivered, puck hippity hops on Putti's skate. He'll literally kick it ahead. Rush step over the line. Millimak drops it off for Coelho. Right side lefty shot is blocked by Jensen, who's already got a goal and an assist tonight. If he gets in a fight, Gordie Howe hat trick. As Boyko left point, shot is blocked by Messner, who runs down along the far boards. Messner ahead looking for Lepster, but the puck will wobble all the way deep into the rush zone as Martin behind his net will tap it off the far boards as Boyko has it go off his stick and neutralize. Grizzlies skate back into their own zone. Rapid City took it away. Boyko down the middle, take a righty shot, and it's blocked by Dashke's stick, and it flies out of play with 3:42 left in the second. So the Rush will have an offensive zone draw. Adam Schill's been solid tonight. He's seen 21 shots and stopped 20 of them. Schill's really been a winner everywhere he's been. 2 years ago, was second team all-league with Idaho, where all he did was win. Last season, had a couple shutouts in the AHL with the Chicago Wolves. And he played just about half of the Wolves games. Draws on the far side. Cole Gallant will take it for Utah. It's won by Rapid City. Brendan Rons, high slot lefty shot goes wide off the end boards as Wagner. It's being shadowed by Yoon. Wagner trying to break free of Yoon as he dangles the puck. He's in the right circle trying to drop it off, but Wagner keeps it. So now he's double-teamed. Shea joins the play, cuts in front of Wagner. Puck to the right point. Rapid City, Constantino fires to the high slot. Oh, shot gets redirected by Wagner as a shot by Constantino towards Wagner. Stick goes wide. And the puck goes back towards Constantino. Right side shot is blocked by Dashke. Grizzlies come back the other way. Gallant to Dashke. Skates in with ease. Drops it for Shea. Down the middle for Gallant. He gets slashed from behind by Davis. No call. Rapid City left wing pass. They step over the line. Bowman has been active tonight. Left side shot and his stick breaks. Now sharp angled shot far corner. Hits the side of the net. Dashke ahead towards Gallant, who just couldn't reach it. And it's going to be icing on Utah. Boy, if Gallant had Matt Register stick, the Idaho veteran could have reached that and maybe had a good scoring chance. But he was at the Rapid City line and just couldn't reach for the puck on the pass from Dashke. 2:51 left in the second period. During the second intermission, we'll go over what's happened over the first two periods. We'll also go over some NHL and ECHL scores. We'll check in on that Kansas City-Allen game, as Allen is the Grizzlies' opponent next week. After two periods, Kansas City led Allen 8-0. Draws the near side. Rapid City in the attack zone. They win the draw. Wall will flub it into the far corner. Dashke back towards Fairbrother. Will bank it off the near boards as Wood slices it across the center ice for Shea, who dumps it in. Grizzlies will fit in a full line change, getting 5 fresh bodies on the ice. Wall to the near side. Dangles gets the center ice left wing, and he'll drive it in. Schill cuts it off behind the net. Schill pushes to the far side for sure on to Pastoris as he collides with a rush skater. Rapid City will drop it back. Right side for Hoffman, who centers out in front to Janicki. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked off a Fairbrother stick, and it flies out of play off the protective netting. 2:16 left in the second. Grizzlies still lead 4-1. And really, if you're Utah, you're trying here the last 2:16. You don't want Rapid City to get some momentum heading into the third period. So Grizzlies defensively, even though Rapid City has had a good amount of offensive zone time here, Grizzlies want to keep the score at least where it is, if not add one to the total. Drop, won by Cameron Buell as he continues to battle. Grizzlies come out with the puck as there was a big pile at the faceoff dot after the puck was dropped. Armstrong gets around a skater. Now he's at the far goal line. Tried to center it to Fitz, but Wall got a stick in the way. As coming up with the puck is Gore. He'll push it ahead to Janicki. Janicki will slice it off the far glass. Puck hit the opposite into the Grizzlies zone. Sure, one hands it across to Fairbrother. As Fairbrother will pitch it to Arms. Try to pitch it to Armstrong. Bounced off the referee. Second time it's bounced off the ref here in this segment of play. As Rapid City's Millimont gets back checked by Buell. Puck goes to Armstrong, who's at Rapid City territory, and he dumps it in from neutral ice. Wall runs it down behind the rush net. And so he'll get it to Hoffman, who scored a goal last night. Hoffman with long strides at 3 goals last season, crosses center ice, steps over the line, down the middle. Now push it to his left for Millimont. Millimont looking for Bernie in the corner. Done. We'll get it to Jensen, and we'll tap it off the near glass. It goes over Fitz's head. Putti gets hit by Messner at center ice. Fitz joins the play, as well as Tyler Bernie of Rapid City, as Bernie will drag it out of the pile and get it to Wagner across to Hoffman at the Rapid City line. The head pass will bounce off the stick of Brady Putti. Rush ran to the zone. Wagner on the right side gets around a skater. Shot saved by Shield. And the Grizzlies clear it back to center. Putti left wing will loft it in as the puck skips towards the end boards. Lebster gets it off the wall, spins it to Manning. Manning lets it go to neutral ice. Foot race with Manning, or with Messner. Messner and Martinez. Messner gets around Martin as Messner gets pushed along the near corner by Martin deep in the rush zone. As Martin continues to push Messner along the boards as the puck goes to the right point. Yoon over to Dashke as Lebster takes a spill in the slot. Dashke spins the puck along the boards. Manning over on the right side. He gets held up by Millimont. Messner held up by Martin. Those two have gone after it all shift. Lebster looking it over as Messner really strong with the puck. Messner will backhand it from one corner to the other. Dashke centers the Lebster shot. It was just wide as Messner up top to Yoon. Across to Gallant. He's on the left side. Dangles gets to Dashke. One-timer. He scores! Derek Dashke gets his first in a Grizzlies uniform. And with 4.9 seconds left in the second period, the Grizzlies extend the lead. It's now 5-1. Lebster and Messner probably are going to get the assists on the Dashke goal. Boy, we talked about Dashke. Three out of the last 7 years, a Grizzlies defenseman has led the league in goals. And Dashke had 16 last year, which ranked tied for second in the league, gets his first in a Utah uniform. That was a very hard-working shift by Manning, Messner, and Lebster And the Grizzlies win the draw, and they will head to the locker room scoring 4 unanswered second period goals. And the Grizzlies have been buzzing here in the first 40 minutes of play as Christian Horn, the Grizzlies assistant coach, pats everybody on the back. What a great effort by Ryan Kanasewicz's crew in the second period. As the Grizzlies are running away with this one. They got to keep playing, though. Rapid City has a team that won't quit. But the Grizzlies, even though they've been outshot 23-16, the Grizzlies have 5 goals on just 16 shots. And some fans heading for the concession stands, and maybe a couple of them are thinking about walking to their car and beating the traffic home. We'll come back and recap the first 2 periods as the Grizzlies were tied at 1 heading into the second period. Goals by Neil Shea, Cade Jensen, Mick Messner, and Derek Dashke give them a 4-goal advantage. The score is Utah 5 and Rapid City 1. We'll come back and recap the first 40 minutes on the other side. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
I don't know about you, but the Grizzlies are having a good time tonight at the Monument as Utah leads Rapid City 5-1 after 2 periods. Grizzlies scored first tonight. Utah was outstanding last season when scoring first. If I remember right, the Grizzlies were 23-5-4 when scoring first. They're 1-0 this season when scoring first and on their way to 2-0. Cameron Buell found the back of the net 2:07 into the first period with his first pro goal, with Dylan Fitz and Cade Jensen getting the assist. 30 seconds before that, Kabori Dunn had scored, but the net was dislodged and the goal was disallowed. Buell 30 seconds later scored to make it 1-0 Utah. Rapid City continued to battle. Rush actually outshot the Grizzlies 10-7 in the first period. Denny Gore scored with a minute 30 seconds left in the first period, 18:30, and the original shot was taken by Rush captain Ryan Wagner. Schill had made the save, but he couldn't find the puck. Didn't know where it was. Gore located it and jabbed it in the back of the net. Janicki and Wagner with the assist. The Rush tied it up 18:30 into the first. Grizzlies scored 4 unanswered in the second period. It was a shorthanded goal by Neil Shea, as Briley Wood got a high sticking minor, 3:54 into the second. Shea got the puck at neutral ice. The Grizzlies had a couple guys in the attack zone. Shea very patiently skated horizontally towards the Grizzlies bench on the far side, waited for the two players to tag up, and then Shea just kind of went north-south towards the left circle and called his own number. There really wasn't anybody there to pass it to. Shea had all the momentum, fired it past Radomski for Shea's third of the year, as he now has a goal in all 3 games this season that Utah has played in. They played in one last week against Idaho, and this is the second of a 2-game set here in Rapid City. So Shea scored unassisted, 5:17 into the second period. Halfway through the second, 9:59 in. Kay Jensen was on the left side, and really, even though Nick Pastorius doesn't get a point on the play, he was out in front of the net. Jensen looked like he was throwing him a pass. Puck never got to Pastorius, though, as it might have bounced off a rush stick. I think the clip is on X, the clip of the Jensen goal. I think it bounced off a rush stick. Pastorius was trying to accept it, and the puck ended up in the back of the net. From where I was sitting, it looked like the puck ended up getting to Pastorius. But once the Grizzlies got through the celebration pile, Jensen skated to the bench first. They went and got the puck, as it's Kay Jensen's first pro goal. And Pastorius probably let him know, hey, you got it. I didn't touch it. And Jensen's really played an outstanding game. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. He's a +2. He's only taken 1 shot, but that one found the back of the net from the left wing. 9:59 into the second period. Nick Messner extended the lead, 13:40 in, as he got the puck out in front of the net and fired a backhand shot past Radomski. Now, it wasn't a power play goal, but Janicki got 2 minutes for delay of game, as he was at the face-off circle, and I think off the draw, just kind of with this hand, delivered a hand pass of some kind. He was the one that hit the ice, but probably covered the puck, with the glove or something, and picked up a penalty. And even though the Grizzlies didn't score on the power play, they scored 15 seconds after the power play had ended. And so the Grizzlies, the puck possession they were able to get on that power play generated the goal that Messner scored, with Armstrong and Manning getting the assist. And for Craig Armstrong, that's his first professional point. On the Jensen goal, Kabori Dunn and Luke Manning got an assist. And for Kabori Dunn, that was his first professional point. So a lot of firsts here tonight at the Monument. And then with 4.9 seconds left in the second period, 19:55 unofficially on the stat sheet, Derek Dashke was in the left side and fired it past Radomski. It was kind of an odd-looking shot. The puck just had some English and got past the goal line. Dashke with his first of the season, first in a Grizzlies uniform. He had 16 goals with Kalamazoo last year. Gallant and Yoon with the assists. So for Cole Gallant, he has 1 assist. Yoon now has a point in back-to-back games. And the Grizzlies really have done a good job. Actually, Yoon's got an assist in all 3 games this season, or he's got a point, had an assist in the opener, a goal last night, and an assist this evening. So Yoon has a point in all 3 of the Grizzlies games this year. And Dashke looks to be the one Grizzly player that's a +3. He's been paired up with Yoon, but Dashke did participate in one of the goals that Yoon wasn't on the ice for. So Dashke's a +3, Yoon's a +2. Armstrong, Manning, Jensen, and Dunn are each a +2 for the Grizzlies tonight. And the Grizzlies have just played an outstanding second period. It's one of those where the Grizzlies have utilized their speed. And, in terms of making quick decisions with the puck, the Grizzlies have done that. And when you're a fast team that's playing fast, making those quick decisions, and it seems like the Grizzlies have developed quite a bit of chemistry over the last couple weeks. You're looking at some forward lines really standing out. The Messner, Manning, Lebster line have really produced well here this weekend. And I really like the potential of the Shea, Wood, and Gallant line. You talk about Shea and Gallant, they've got a ton of speed and playmaking ability. Wood, I still have a feeling he's going to get one. Even if it's not tonight, Wood's going to have a good offensive year. He's got a pretty good shot. And once he gets that first one, I imagine Briley Wood's going to score him in bunches. And you look about a pretty good line tonight. In the second period, the line of Armstrong, Upper, and Fitz really stood out. And when Armstrong's one of those guys that when he's playing with his hair on fire and when he's just kind of getting after it, he could be a pretty good player, especially along the boards, winning those battles. And I think the fun thing about tonight's game is the Grizzlies have gotten contributions from all four forward lines. Armstrong with an assist, Fitz with an assist tonight, and the line that's considered the fourth line on Ryan Kanasewicz's card is Pastorius, Buell, and Chase Harchie. Well, Buell's got a goal, and he's really stood out. He's played 5 really good periods for the Grizzlies, and Pastorius, when he's been in there, he's been a force. I mean, we talked about that Jensen goal. He didn't score it, and he doesn't even get an assist. But him just being a disruptor out in front of the net was what led to that goal being scored. I mean, Jensen was trying to find Pastorius on a pass out in front and led to Utah's third goal of the game. So everybody's contributing tonight for the Grizzlies, and when they do that, and when any team really does that, hey, they're going to be tough to beat. And the Grizzlies, they play like they did in the second period, they're going to be a tough team to beat this season. It's one of many games in action in the ECHL. Let's go over league scores. So Grizzlies are buzzing with a 5-1 lead. After 2 periods, Toledo leads Idaho at Idaho Central Arena 2-1. That game was scoreless after 1 period. Toledo leads Idaho 2-1. Kansas City gets a 9-0 victory over the Allen Americans. Allen has been outscored 21-2 over their first 3 games this season. The Allen Americans will be at Maverick Center next weekend for a 2-game set. Wichita gives Tulsa their first regulation loss of the season. Wichita 6, Tulsa 2. In a shootout, Iowa defeats Bloomington, the newest franchise in the league, one of 2 expansion teams, 5-4. That one in a shootout. Kalamazoo opens up a can on Fort Wayne, 9-2. Former Grizzly defenseman Kyle Mayhew had 1 assist for the Comets in the loss. Mayhew's already got 3 goals this season for Fort Wayne. Wheeling over Reading, 5-4. Orlando gets a 2-1 regulation win over Savannah. Florida defeats Jared Youngman's Atlanta Gladiators 6-0. Atlanta goes to 2-2 on the season. In overtime, Indy defeats Cincinnati 1-0. So neither team scored in regulation. It was Grima who scored his first of the year for Indy. 39 seconds into overtime, Indy gets a road victory, 1-0 over Cincinnati. Adirondack shuts out Trois-Rivières 2-0. South Carolina shuts out Greenville 5-0. And Norfolk over Maine 3-1 as Norfolk has defeated Maine in back-to-back nights. Let's go over some NHL scores and check in on those who are living the dream. Games have gone final. Buffalo over Detroit 5-3. Philadelphia gives Minnesota their first regulation loss of the season. 7-5 is the final there. In overtime, Boston defeats Toronto 4-3 as Brad Marchand got the overtime game winner. For Boston, their record goes to 4-1. Montreal defeats St. Louis 5-2. Rangers over the Ducks 2-1. Lightning defeat the Capitals 3-0. Winnipeg over Calgary 5-3. Calgary is the NHL affiliate of the Rapid City Rush. Calgary will be in the Salt Lake Valley on Wednesday, October 30th, as they take on Utah. Florida gets a 6-3 victory over the Islanders. In overtime, Nashville gets a 4-3 win over Columbus. And Dallas over Chicago 4-2. Earlier today, over in Los Angeles, the LA Kings defeat the Utah Hockey Club 3-2. 3 games in progress, all of them in the first intermission. Pittsburgh leads Vancouver 1-0. Vegas has a 3-0 lead over San Jose. San Jose will be in town 2 days from now in the Salt Lake Valley, taking on Utah. And after 1 period, Carolina leads Seattle 1-0. In college football, 11th-ranked BYU defeats Central Florida 37-24. As Jake Retzlaff had 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. LJ Martin over 100 rushing yards for BYU as their record goes to 8-0. BYU is off next week, and 2 weeks from now is the Holy War as BYU takes on Utah. Utah's going to be going into that game. I think they got a bye next week. Well, Utah kind of played like they had a bye this week as they lose to Houston 17-14 as the Utes have now lost 4 in a row after starting the season 4-0. Utah is on a bye next week, so both Utah and BYU will be off next week. The big showdown will be at Rice-Eccles Stadium on November 9th. BYU is probably going to be ranked in the top 10, and Utah will go in with a record of 4-4. Utah State gets a win. They defeat Wyoming 27-14. to 25. And there's so many college football scores. We're trying to see if Weber State played today, as the Wildcats kind of had a bit of a tough year. We'll see if we can find that score if Weber State did play. Check in on that score if we find it. That's the college football scores. Let's check in on game 2 of the World Series. Top of the 9th inning, Dodgers lead the Yankees 4-2. Yankees do have runners at first and second base with 1 out. That game in the top of the 9th as the Dodgers are looking to secure a victory and go 2-0 on the best-of-7 series. Last night was a classic as Freddie Freeman hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 10th inning. So we'll see if we can give you an update on the other side of that one. We'll see if the Yankees come back in that game as the Dodgers lead in the top of the 9th inning. 4-2. Here at Maverick Center, the Grizzlies have goals from 5 different players, and as we mentioned, the Grizzlies have gotten contributions from pretty much everybody in the lineup, as it's the Grizzlies 5 and the Rush 1. We'll come back and have third period action on the other side. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Intermission Report on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value, from huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
As Ron Wells mentioned on the Grizzlies comment section on the YouTube feed, Weber State's on a bye. That's why I couldn't find their score. We're coming up here, start of the third period. On the other side is Utah leads Rapid City 5-1 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Because nobody stands by their tires like we do. It's a better deal on better tires with the best service in the business.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
We're about set for third period action as the Grizzlies lead the Rapid City Rush 5-1 as Utah scored 4 unanswered in the second period. The Grizzlies will have the same 5 that started the game out there to start the third period. The forward line of Neil Shea, Cole Gallant, and Briley Wood, and the defensive pairing of Brian Yoon and Derek Dashke. Those are 2 defensemen that really complement each other well, and both guys have made quick decisions with the puck, and they've really done a good job leading the Grizzlies' attack. Rapid City will start with, it looks like, the same 5 that started the game with Maurizio Coella, Mason McCarty, and Parker Bowman. Bowman and McCarty have really been hard-working players for Rapid City. They've really made things happen, especially at neutral ice. Both guys have been physical tonight, and the Rush defensive pairing will be Brady Putti and Charles Martin. Grizzlies will be skating from right to left as we see it from high top section. I think it's G. Actually, G's over there. Section E here at the Monument. They've got a minute of madness that starts out with the first minute of this third period. As the fans make a ton of noise, Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from right to left. Dashke dishes over towards Shea, who backhands it to the left wing for Wood. Wood at neutral ice will dump it in. As Radomski still in there, plays behind his net. Turnover, Shea with a shot that goes wide. As Radomski turned it over and behind his net. but Shea missed wide. He's already got a goal in all 3 games this season. As Shea gets held up along the boards by a rush skater. Now Dashke left side, lefty shot. Glove saved by Radomski, and he holds on as we get a whistle 27 seconds into the third period. Ryan Kanasiewicz's crew is buzzing tonight. You're going to want to make sure to be part of Grizzmania this season as Utah's pro hockey tradition continues for the 30th season as Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans this upcoming Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available at UtahGrizzlies.com. Utah wins the draw. Dashke, left point, lefty shot. Glove saved by Radomski. He makes the routine stop about shoulder high. He holds on. 19:28 left in the third. And these stoppages of play are really killing the minute of madness. It looks like while before the puck goes in play, everybody goes quiet again. Gallant will take the draw. Same 5 on the ice for the Grizzlies and same 5 for Rapid City at the start of the period. Utah wins the draw as Neil Shea over in the high slot will take a lefty shot. That's blocked by Bowman. Puck to the right side. Rapid City comes up with it. Rush have numbers that they want it. Rush skate into the zone. Martin will skate down the middle. Righty shot. And a blocker saved by Shield, and the puck flies out of play. 47 seconds into the third period as the Rush did a good job with the transition game. Martin got the puck on the left side, veered off to the right, called his own number, but Shield made a good stop with 19:13 left in the third. Both teams change things up. Luke Manning's out there with Reed Lebster and Mick Messner as Brett Davis will take the draw for Rapid City. Draw won by the Rush as Hoffman tried to shovel it ahead in the high slot. Brett Davis gets it, he'll dump it off the end boards as Shield will roll to the far seam, the far wall as Reed Lebster pitches ahead to Messner. Messner to the right side, collides off the boards with Hoffman helping him out. As Wall holds up Manning, puck goes up top as Fairbrother pitches to Lebster on the right side. Lebster fires towards net, saved by Radomski. Rebound goes towards the far corner as Manning gets held up along the wall by Wall. His first name is Holden. Holden Wall, 6 feet, 192 pounds. Puck stays in the far corner. Hoffman pushes it across as ran it down Gore, and he gets a big-time check from Lebster. Lebster gets pushed by Tyler Burney. Puck goes back up top to Shearer. Across the right side. Now drops off for Fairbrother. The captain takes a shot. Stick saved by Radomski. Lebster over to Shearer. Left side, take a lefty shot that goes over the crossbar off the glass. Fairbrother rolls along the boards. Nobody home as the Grizzlies will switch up forwards. As Lebster comes off, Fairbrother comes off as well, replaced by Jensen, who's a fight away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. As Shearer gets taken away by Wagner. Action in the Grizzlies zone near side. Siren pass is picked off by Armstrong, who skates around Utah's net. He'll throw it behind his back to Jensen, who runs it down on the far side. Jensen backhands it off a rush skater. Puck wobbles as Cameron Buell battles. Jensen with a couple rush skaters. As Jensen gets held up by Burney, as Burney wearing number 22, 6'5", 205, gets spun around by Buell. Over in the left point, Rapid City fires towards the net. Still, Shield sticks it away. Sure, along the near wall for Armstrong. He battles with Constantino. Rapid City comes out of the pile with the puck as Janicki backhands it out in front looking for Burney. Grizzlies stick it away. Fitz will push it out to neutral ice. Grizzlies make a full line change. Fitz stays out there, though, only a half line change as Rapid City crosses center ice. Davis over the line, and he'll nub it into the far corner. Dunn gets it. He skates around the net. He gets cut off by Rapid City. As now Dunn will push it back to the far corner. Pastorius runs it down. Pastorius played with Iowa and Newfoundland a couple years ago. Pastorius lumbers into the zone down the middle. Take a righty shot. That's blocked by the stick of Brendan Rons, number 12. First time Rons has played in this series. As over to the near side, Boyko holds up a Grizzly. As Hartshee gets up top to Dashke. Dashke to the high slot, dangles with a puck back and forth and takes a shot that's blocked away. Pastorius throws to the left point. Dashke retreats defensively as Rapid City crosses center ice. Dunn on the back check. Boyko steps over the line but overskates the puck. Dunn gets it, gets a neutral ice, will push it to Pastorius. Pastorius gets to the Rapid City line and lofts it in at the end of his shift. As the Grizzlies make a full line change, Rapid City falls down behind their own net. And it didn't look like anybody knocked him down. Casper the Ghost might have gotten him. Now he falls down again. A skate blade. It looks like his skate's broken as he pushes himself off the ice, the Rapid City player. And that's Holden Wall. Make that Pouty. As Poutie's skate broke, he just pushed himself back to the bench. He's going to get repairs from the equipment manager. Grizzlies have it at their goal line. Dashke will pitchfork it ahead. It's gloved by Wagner at neutral ice. Rush reset from the left side as Martin re-enters. He gets around Yoon, who falls down. Martin gets it jabbed away by Gallant. Yoon gathers it in the far corner, and with a gentle push and a mild arc, the Old Biscuit falls at neutral ice. Hoffman over the line. He gets around McCarty. Hoffman, backhand shot, saved by Shield as he skated towards the far circle. Fired a backhand shot, and Shield gobbled it about where the logo is in the front of the jersey. Nice body save by Shield. He holds on with 15:38 left in the third. Doesn't look like some of the fans have come back to their seats after the second intermission. Looks like a good crowd, maybe not as big as what we had last night where we had 4,018. Luke Manning will take the draw against Brett Davis. Davis scored the game-tying goal with 14.9 seconds left in regulation last night, as the Grizzlies ended up winning 4-3 in a shootout. Davis and Manning will take the draw. Linesman dropped it, but said, my bad. Now he dropped it again. The linesman once again says, my bad. The linesman dropping the puck here for the face-off is Cade Blumenrader. Draw one by Rapid City. Left point, Holden Wall with a shot. It's blocked by Manning. As Lebster battles with Bernie, gets the puck, throws it towards the point. Rapid City keeps it in, and they'll flub it behind the net as Schill will direct it to Fairbrother. Lebster over to the right side, will loft it to center ice. Messner couldn't get a stick on it. Rapid City back in their own zone. It's a rush gate from left to right here in the third period. Wall over to Hoffman. Pass goes tape to tape. He'll push it ahead to center ice for Gore. Gore over the line. He'll throw it off the near wall. Manning cuts off Davis. As James Shearer, sporting a mustache, will get it to Messner, who lifts it out to center ice. Hoffman gloves it near side at the center ice red line, and he'll sky it into the Grizzly zone. As Shearer plays catch with Hoffman, Shearer rolls it from one corner to the other over to Fairbrother. Fairbrother, blue line to blue line pass, bounced off the Lebster's stick. Messner does a half circle, steps over the line, and he'll dump it into the corner of the far side as Messner couldn't get around Hoffman. Rush come back the other way. Rink wide pass is wide of the mark to the left side, and icing is on Rapid City as Martin was looking for Maurizio Coella. The pass was incomplete with 14:36 left in the third. As we mentioned during the second intermission, kind of the fun thing about this Grizzlies lineup and really the way they play tonight is everybody's contributed. A lot of guys, not too many guys with more than one assist, meaning that there's a lot of guys contributing. Pretty much all four forward lines and really all three defensive lines have played a good game as well. As Rapid City wins the draw, they'll toss it to the near side. As a hit towards the left point, Grizzlies trying to hold the line. Buell gets it left point. Shot. Saved by Radomski in the butterfly position. Kind of a routine save. As Armstrong hits Hoffman. Puck to the far corner. Coella with Buell skating over there. Buell's going to be a good player. He's really playing hard. Buell drops it for Fitz. One-timer goes high and wide as he fired a blast off the glass. As Fitz tries to keep the line, he'll dump it in. Hoffman chasing after it, and he gets it, and he'll bounce it off of Martin. Fitz gets the puck on the left side, trying to get it to Dunn, passes behind him as it ricochets off the boards near Rapid City's bench. Grizzlies reset. Jensen near side will pitch to Armstrong at center ice. Armstrong will saucer it in backhand style. Grizzlies make a full line change with 13:45 and counting left in regulation. It's the Grizzlies 5 and the Rush 1. As the Rush, patient with their approach, skating down the middle is Charles Martin. He'll push it to his left as he Rush will step over the line, left point, lefty shot. Saved by Shield. As that shot was taken by Parker Bowman from the left point. Shield makes a routine save around his stomach and holds on with 13:35 left in the third. Nobody scored here so far in the third frame as Utah leads 5-1. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
13 minutes, 33 seconds left in regulation. Utah leads 5-1 over Rapid City here at the Monument. Looks like the Dodgers held on to defeat the Yankees 4-2, but according to my phone, Shohei Ohtani suffered an injury. Hopefully he'll be okay, but the Dodgers take a 2-0 series lead over the Yankees. Draw in the Grizzlies zone after Parker Bowman fired a shot that Shield made a routine save on. Utah wins the draw. Shea will sky it towards the rush line. Wood couldn't reach it. And dumping it in is Cole Gallant. Radomski behind his net. He has saved 17 of 22. Rolls along the far boards. Hot pass connects to McCarty, who's got good hands. He'll skate in, dangle with the puck. Now he'll fire it off the near boards. As the rush, Tyler Burney back towards McCarty, who fiddles and diddles. Now he gets it up top. As the puck's in the high slot. Lefty shot, kick save by Shield. Rebound goes to Utah. That shot was taken by Rapid City's Brady Putti. As Grizzlies dump it in, make a change behind Shea, who throws it from one corner to the other. Racing after it with great speed is Manning. He gets the puck before Bowman. Before losing his balance, he gets back to his feet. As Bowman with the puck, Lebster battles with him along the boards. Manning in the area. Manning comes out with a pile. He's now challenged by McCarty. As the puck squirts towards the high slot, Rapid City gets it, and they'll slide it. They'll fly it all the way towards Fairbrother, who gloves it and drops it. Shearer across the center ice, and he'll throw it all the way deep into the rush zone as the puck got about 20 feet of air under it. As Manning over to the right side, will slide it across to Shearer. Shearer back to Fairbrother, left point, lefty shot. And a blocker save by Radomski. Rebound goes towards the near corner. Rapid City skates around the net to the far side. Rush ahead as Burney tried to get it out to the Utah line. Picked off by Messner, who drives it in. As Messner comes off the ice, as does Fairbrother and Shearer. As Dunn and Jensen enter. Jensen with 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. Might be a star this evening. As Boyko will filter it in. Rapid City around the net. As Barry get it up top to Constantinu. He's in the left point across to Martin. As Martin will slide it along the boards. As Boyko feeds it back to the right side for Barry. On to Martin. He'll take a shot that's blocked by Buell. As Wagner tries to throw it out in front. Forced it towards Boyko. Couldn't get the hot pass. Grizzlies poking out to neutralize. As Kabori Dunn will throw a blue line to blue line pass. Connects to Buell. Feeds it behind his back for Dunn. Dunn throws to the near corner and chases after it. He gets the puck. As Dunn slides it across. Right point for Fitz, who drops it to the high slot for Buell. Buell looking for a shot, and it's blocked off the knee by Martin. Rapid City into the attack zone. Right side, Boyko fires to the net wide. As Buell gets held up by Martin in the far corner. Action deep in the Grizzlies zone. Rapid City centers it. Jensen throws it back to Fitz. Rink wide pass connects to the left side for Armstrong. He dumps it in. Less than 11 minutes left in regulation. Utah still leads 5-1. As Martin fiddles and diddles with the puck. Now he drops it off. Rush still in their own zone as they'll make a change themselves. 10:45 and counting left in the third. As Rush get it to the near side for Hoffman, who's played a ton of minutes this weekend. He'll gain center ice, and he'll saucer it in. Puck got about 5 feet of air under it. Pastorius gets taken away by a Rush player. Now Yoon gets it back, gets it to Dashke, who stops behind Shield's net. Shield wearing number 34 for the Grizzlies tonight. Dashke will get it to Yoon on the far side. Yoon slices it towards Upper. Upper gets pushed along the bench and overskates the puck near Rapid City's end as Pastorius tried to dump it in. Hoffman cuts it off, and he'll ice the puck as Yoon chases after it. Icing on Rapid City with 10:12 left in the third. Can't quite put this game in the refrigerator just yet. We've seen some crazy endings over the years. The Grizzlies are really doing a good job kind of keeping the puck in the Rapid City end of the ice and Rapid City territory. Really, for the Rush, it's probably going to be an odd man break, but the Grizzlies defensemen have really been smart, and they've not forced the action. They haven't forced Rapid City and kind of given them some opportunities to get the odd man rushes. Rapid City wins the draw. They'll push it to Fairbrother at center ice. He gets it across to Shearer, who taps it to Gallant. It goes between his legs. Rush step over the line right side, and it's dropped off. Shot by Hoffman. Blocker saved by Shield. Puck goes high into the air. Left point. Rapid City fires it across. It bounced off the right corner. Shea took it away from Quella, and he'll loft it into the rush zone. The Wall chases after it. He gets it in the far side. He'll push it to Hoffman. It goes off his stick, off Shea's stick onto Shearer at center ice, and Shearer dumps it in. Shearer in his third full season as a pro and second full year with the Grizzlies after spending last year in the EIHL with Coventry. Rush spread the ice. They're behind their own net. 9.5 minutes left in the third period. As the Rush will bounce the puck off the near boards. New try. Manning gets it. Manning over towards Lepster, swings and misses. Lepster gets it back. He skates towards the near corner. Stops, pivots, centers the Manning, who swings and misses on a one-timer. Now right side Shea with a shot. Blocker saved by Radomski, and the puck flies out of play with 9:13 left in regulation. Utah leads Rapid City 5-1. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
One more time. Grizzlies 5, Rush 1, 9:13 left in the third period. Grizzlies with an offensive zone draw. McMessner will take the face-off. He's got Lebster and Manning to his left. Up top is Shearer and Fairbrother. Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain. That was announced earlier this week. Rush win the face-off, and they'll slice it all the way deep in the Grizzlies zone. No icing on the play as Fairbrother runs it down. They'll push it across to Shearer. Shearer will fly it into the Rush blue line. Gloved and dropped by Rapid City. Putti dumps it in. Shield behind his net. We'll throw it to the near corner. Turnover. Wagner tries to fire it towards the net. Off the shield. Goes between his legs towards the far side. As Brett Davis over to Wagner. He's behind the Grizzlies net. As Wagner dangles to the puck. Now he feeds it out in front. It bounced off the skate. Now Wagner shot. Saved by Shield. As puck goes towards the near corner. Referee gets out of the way. Wagner gets it up top. Putti, shoulder fake, and trying to get around Messner. Messner holds his line. Davis, sharp angled shot, goes wide as it bounced off a Grizzly. As Lebster gets out to center ice, pushes ahead for Messner. Messner couldn't reach her. He would have had a breakaway. As Messner towards the near corner, deep in the rush zone, gets pushed by Putti along the glass. Out to Wagner, who drops it off. As the rush will cross center ice, Brett Davis will slowly tap it in. Dunn chases after. He gets there about the same time as Tyler Burney. Burney, number 23. Buell comes out of the pile with the puck, gets it to Fitz. Long-range pass. Was past a Rush player. Armstrong in the area. And, it looked like it was about a tie between Constantino and Armstrong, but icing is on the Grizzlies. And usually when you got guys kind of skating side by side like that, and kind of a tie, they'll give it, they'll call icing every time. And they'll talk about player safety kind of being the reason why. So icing on the Grizzlies. Draw comes back towards Adam Shield. With 7:56 left in regulation. Looks like they're raffling off Jimmy Soper's jersey. Soper, a former Rapid City player, auctioning that off. Or maybe it's more of a raffle win for Jimmy Soper's jersey. Grizzlies tonight in a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Rush in a white jersey, dark numbers, red trim. As off the draw, Grizzlies will throw it off the boards. Jensen gets it, wearing number 23. As trying to get to Armstrong at new tries. Rush keep it in. McCarty skates along the near goal line. Backhand shot goes just wide. As Jensen gets pushed down by Burney. Jensen back to his feet. Battle along the far boards of the Grizzlies zone. Fits at the point. Will throw it out. We get a whistle. And let's see. Jensen was battling over to the far side. And looked like maybe a hand pass of some kind. Referee looking things over as the draw is going to be at neutral ice. Puck might have exited the zone, then came back in. Draws near the Grizzlies bench. Tyson Epper will take the draw. He played at the University of Calgary the last 3 years. His first year at Calgary, he was a teammate with James Shearer, who was in his final season in college at the University of Calgary. Rush won the draw. They skate behind their net, and flying across the right wing's Constantino. Steps over the line, drops it for Janicki. Right side, righty shot. He's blocked away by the stick of Jensen as it flies out of play. 7:19 left in the third, and looks like some of the fans have decided to head for the exits here at the Monument. Draw's going to be in the Grizzly zone, and Adam Shield's been solid so far. Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 31-24, and Sheila saved 30 of 31. As for the other side, Grizzlies have 5 goals on 24 shots. Neither team scored in the third period here so far, but with the Grizzlies up by 4, hey, they don't mind that too much. Parker Bowman will take the draw for Rapid City against Cole Gallant over on the right side. And draw one by the Grizzlies. Shea will fly it out into center ice. Rush will bank it off the near boards. Puck gets some air under it at the Rapid City line and run down by Wall as he'll skate around the net. Holden Wall is his name. Up to center ice. Puck bounced off a Rush stick. Done over to Shea. Gets it taken away. Bowman's had a good game. Skates to the right side. Takes a lefty shot that goes wide as he missed stick side on Shield. As Wood will bounce it to Gallant, who crosses center ice. Gallant overskates it on the back check. It was taken away by Connor Millimock as Gallant lost a stick, hoping for a slashing call that didn't come. As Gallant gives his 2 cents to the referee. Dropped off for Bowman. Right point. Lefty shot saved by Shield. And he holds on as Gallant wanted a slashing call as he got back checked by Millimock. And Gallant continues to plead his case with the referee, which tonight is Dylan Sater. Sater's got number 4 on the back of his referee jersey. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in regulation. Despite being down 4 goals, looks like a lot of the fans here in Rapid City are having a good time. Downtown, they were doing some sort of trick-or-treat event. As from one place, one store to the other, there was a bunch of candy being handed out, and there was tons of kids in costumes dressed up for Halloween, even though it's October 26th, last Saturday before Halloween. Rush won the draw. Wagner, right side, will curl it around the net. Running it down is Reed Lebster at center ice. Lebster gets cut off by Wagner, plays a strong two-way game. Lebster over to the right side, he's in the attack zone. Throws it to Yoon, who tried to get it across to Dashke, but the puck exited the zone. Dashke will whip it around the boards, kind of on a rough ride. Manning drops off for Messner. Right side shot is blocked away as Lebster is in the area with Putti. Lebster gets the puck. He's on the right side. About 6 minutes left. Drops off for Dashke. It's jabbed away. Hits off the linesman. Grizzlies get it back in neutral ice. Messner fires towards the net. It bounced off of Radomski's glove wide. Grizzlies will reshuffle the deck and get 5 new players on the ice. Rapid City steps over the offensive line. Armstrong on the back checks. Pass to McCarty. He'll take a shot. And that's sticked away. Shield might have gotten a piece of it or somebody about 5 feet in front of him. Buell taps off the glass. Rush will run it down. And it looks like icing is waved off. 5.5 minutes left in the third period. As the Rush will bounce it off the near boards. They step over the line. Sure delivers a hit. McCarty right side. Righty shot goes wide as he didn't get all of it. Janicki sharp angle will bounce it off a Shield. He was on one knee as Fitz gets over to Shearer behind Shield's net. As Shearer gets the Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain, former third-round pick of the Canadians. His pass is picked off. Rapid City tries to get it out in front to McCarty. It bounced off his skate as he couldn't get a piece of it. As Constantino battles with Fitz along the near boards, puck hippity hops out to center ice. McCarty gains center ice, tried to dump it in. Shearer, Fairbrother gloved it, dropped it. Now Shearer gets it in the Grizzlies zone. Less than 5 minutes, gets the Fairbrother. Grizzlies switch up forwards. Fairbrother surveys, sees about 10 feet in front of Shield, shuffles to his left. As Fairbrother drives it out to Pastorius, it tapped off of his stick, but Pastorius was in Grizzlies territory when he touched it, so icing is on the Grizzlies with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in regulation. Neither team has scored here in the third period as Utah continues to lead 5-1. So we got some fans from Detroit, Michigan. We might even have some people overseas tuned into tonight's game. And we thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Grizzlies hockey tonight. There's a lot of sports entertainment options out there. As the Rush won the draw, shot goes over the crossbar. That was taken by Tuck, Braden Tuck. First time he's played this series. Grizzlies get it. As Tyson Upper, rink-wide pass towards Harchie. He got a piece of it at neutral ice. Harchie after it. Radomski behind his net. We'll throw it to Constantino. As there's 4:25 and counting left in the third period. Pass to center ice. Bounced off a Dunn stick. He'll throw it towards the Rapid City line. Rush gather it. Constantino pushes towards Bowman. He gets challenged by Upper. As Bowman gets the puck across the center ice. Back check by Pastorius. As Bowman over the line. Dumps it into the far corner. He gets hit by Dunn. Bernie feeds it up top. Constantino, left point shot and a block and the body save by Shield. Just kind of lunged over and made the save with his right shoulder. Puck back to neutral ice. Rush will dump it in. No icing. Shield behind his net. We'll get to Jensen. And now Upper will loft it out to center ice. It's batted about chest high by Hoffman. Rush re-enter, left side, lefty shot. Glove save by Shield. What a stop, as that was a low liner that he snagged about knee high. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation as the Grizzlies, you can probably put this one in the refrigerator. Utah leading 5-1 with less than 4 minutes left in regulation. If you joined us late, the Grizzlies got on the board first as Cameron Buell scored his first pro goal 2 minutes and 7 seconds in. Dylan Fitz and Kay Jensen got the assists. Rapid City late in the first period got a goal with Denny Gore. Gore got his first pro goal with Janicki and Wagner getting the assist. That was 18:30 into the first period. Utah scored 4 unanswered goals in the second period. Neil Shea right now would be listed as the game winner. He scored shorthanded, unassisted, 5:17 in. Kay Jensen made it a 3-1 game as he got his first pro goal, 9:59 in. Luke Manning and Kabori done with the assists. And then about 4 minutes later, 13:40 in. 15 seconds after a power play ended, Mick Messner with a backhand shot about 10 feet in front of the net. He fired it past Radomski. It's Messner's second of the year. Armstrong and Manning with the assist. So Manning with 2 assists tonight. And then with 4.9 seconds left in the second period, Derek Dashke on a one-timer from the left circle. He got it past Radomski for his first in a Utah uniform. Cole Gallant and Brian Yoon picked up the assists. Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 35-24, but hey, it's the Grizzlies runaway here as they lead 5-1. Draw one by the Grizzlies. Kabori Dunn will ice the puck. Radomski will watch it, and icing is on Utah with 3:33 left in the third. Brian Kanasowicz, the Grizzlies head coach, talking things over with Christian Horn. Kanasowicz going with a white shirt, kind of a light silver color tie, and kind of a light black jacket. Christian Horn with a blue shirt, kind of a darker blue tie, and kind of a navy blue suit jacket. He's going with the all blue combination tonight. Really sharp look. Draw goes into the Grizzlies corner near side as Shea gets it batted away by Gore. Gore with his first pro goal tonight. That was late in the first period. Grizzlies have scored 4 unanswered since then. As the puck is kicked to center ice, Grizzlies attack. Wood cires it out towards Shea. Shea with the lefty shot that goes wide as he missed the net. Stick side on Radomski. Puck rolls to the right side. Shea slices towards the middle. Pass picked off. Rapid City's got a breakaway. Skating down the middle is Quello. Take a lefty shot and hits the post. Hits the crossbar and goes out. And it's been that kind of night for Rapid City. Gallant over towards Shea. And he'll fly it into the rush zone. As Quello had a breakaway and hit the crossbar. 2:47 and counting left in the third. Grizzlies lead 5-1. Rush getting out to the far side. They cross center ice down the middle. As the Rush negotiate themselves into the zone, left wing shot is blocked. It stays in play. That shot was taken by Brett Davis. As Janicki over towards Davis, he gets hacked in the right point, trying to get to Janicki and does. Over to Wagner in the near corner, stars out to Janicki. He'll take a shot. He kicked it in, but it goes in as Manning immediately pointed. It looked like it got kicked in by Janicki. Grizzlies want a review. As Jaschke with a kicking motion himself said it kicked in. It definitely looked like it got kicked in. Now, Fairbrother says it got kicked in. They got to take a look at that. It's going to be a Grizzlies win either way, but that was kicked in by Janicki. And right now, I don't know why the referee wouldn't just take a look at it. It was pretty obvious that it was kicked in by Janicki on a centering pass from Wagner. 2:25 left in the third period. Referee looks like he is going to go look at it. But from what I saw, and it's towards the net that's closest to me, it looked like Janicki kicked it in like he was a Real Salt Lake player. They're going to look it over on video replay. They won't show a replay on the board here, but it definitely looked like Janicki kicked it in. So it's either 5-1 Grizzlies or 5-2 Grizzlies. Rapid City looking for their second goal of the night. And we'll see if the referee's got a good view of it. Definitely looked like as Wagner threw a nice centering pass out in front to Janicki, who was on the right wing. And Janicki, it looked from my view, he couldn't get a stick on it, so he got his skate on it and kicked it into the back of the net. Grizzlies, all 5 of the guys that were on the ice, as well as Shield, were emphatic that it was kicked in. 2:25 left in the third period. It's either 5-1 Grizzlies or 5-2. It's listed as 5-2 on the scoreboard here at the Monument. Referee comes out of the table and he signals a good goal. Okay. 5-2 Grizzlies. That just pads Janicki's stats, and I think Janicki gets his first pro goal. And he does. It's the second Rush player to get their first pro goal tonight. Then again, we never did get to see a replay. When you saw it live, it looked like he definitely kicked it in. Janicki had 9 goals at the University of Notre Dame last season. And I wonder if they saved that puck. They probably did, as he got his first pro goal there. With 2:25 left in the third period. 5-2 Grizzlies. Utah wins the draw. As Lepster over in the far corner gets held up by Martin. Manning in the area, 2-on-2 scrum in the far corner, deep in the Rush zone. Grizzlies escape from right to left here in the third period. Rush come out of the pile with the puck. As Putti, long-range pass connects to the Utah line. Rapid City enters. Wagner throws it across. Janicki gets it sticked away by Dashke. As Manning lunges, gets it past Putti. Manning to the left side, throws to the near corner, chases after. There's a big-time collision between Janicki and Manning. There's 2 Rush skaters hacking away at Manning. Now a third Rush player enters. Manning really strong to the boards. 1:42 and counting left in the third. Puck still over in the near corner. As Manning has a squirt from him onto Charles Martin. Martin dances around the far corner. He'll throw a long-range pass. It bounced off of Janicki's stick onto Wagner, dumps it in. As Shield behind his net over to Dashke. 1:25 and counting left in the third. Dashke stands behind his net. He probably could stand there for the final 80 seconds if he wants. Dashke drops it for Shearer. Shearer around Utah's net to the near side. As Shearer will spin it out towards Armstrong. Rapid City picks it up as Armstrong couldn't quite get a handle on it. Right side, Constantinu over to the right side. Millimont tries to center it. It bounced off of Dashke and rolls towards the far side. As Rapid City filters it out in front. Nobody home. Millimont on the right side. We'll spin it along the boards. Less than a minute left in regulation. As this baby's in the refrigerator. Puck slides along the far side. Millimont runs it down to the Rapid City line. He'll skate behind his own net with Fitz chasing after him. As there's 45 seconds left. As Rapid City back to the nearest side. They'll slice it out to center ice. As Rush Mason McCarty will dump it in. Shield behind his net. He'll get a second win in a Grizzlies uniform in back-to-back nights. Fairbrother throws to the right point. Shot gets redirected by Constantinu. And it goes just wide. Fitz, far side, will tap it off the glass. Literally kicked by Hoffman. Bernie, left wing, takes a shot along the near boards. Kick saved by Shield. 17 seconds left as Fairbrother gets the new tries. He'll cross center, and he'll saucer it in as the puck wobbles in the far goal line. Rapid City runs it down. Less than 10 seconds left. Boyko out to center ice. Bouncing puck. Hoffman will dump it in as Hoffman tries to get around Gallant. As Hoffman delivers a hot shot on Gallant. And that will do it. And at the buzzer, Fairbrother is going to battle as he's got Hoffman in a headlock. As boy, Hoffman delivered a shot on Gallant, didn't have to do it. The linesmen step in and break it up as, boy, Fairbrother, the Grizzlies captain, was right there in the area as Hoffman delivered kind of an unnecessary shot at Cole Gallant. Grizzlies win! Grizzlies win 5-2, and there is no doubt about it. As they sweep the 2-game set against the Rapid City Rush, the Grizzlies got goals from 5 different players. Adam Schill was solid to net as he stopped 35 of 37. And the Grizzlies head back to the Salt Lake Valley victorious as their record goes to 2-1 on the season. The Rush fall to 0-3-0-1 on the campaign. What a victory by Ryan Kanasowicz's crew as he really got contributions up and down the lineup as the Grizzlies get a 2-game sweep. And even though, whether the puck got kicked in there late in regulation doesn't really matter. 4-goal victory or a 3-goal win. The Rush fans salute their home team, but it's the Grizzlies that head to the locker room and head back to the Salt Lake Valley victorious. Final score from the Monument, Utah 5 and Rapid City 2. Post-game show starts in 30 seconds. Once again, the final score is the Grizzlies 5 and the Rush 2. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
The Grizzlies are victorious tonight. Final score, Utah 5, Rapid City 2. Grizzlies got on the board first. They are now 2-0 this season when scoring first. Last year, they were 23-5-4 when scoring first. Cameron Buell scored his first pro goal, 2:07 into the first period, as Dylan Fitz and Cade Jensen picked up the assist. Buell was outstanding this weekend. Hopefully he'll make his home debut next week against Allen. Rapid City tied it up 18-30 into the first as Wagner took a shot from the right side. Schill made the save but couldn't locate it, and Denny Gore jabbed it in the back of the net for his first pro goal. Time of goal 18:30 into the first. Janicki and Wagner with the assist. Score was tied to 1 after one period. Rapid City outshot the Grizzlies 10-7 in the opening frame. Grizzlies scored a shorthanded goal. Briley Wood got a high sticky minor, 3:54 in. Neil Shea was at neutral ice. He just skated horizontally, waited for two Grizzlies players to exit the rush zone. Then Shea entered the zone, skated to the left circle, and fired it past Radomski for his third goal of the season. As Shea has a goal in all three of the Grizzlies' regular season games. It was unassisted, and for a minute we thought it was going to be the game winner. 5:17 into the second. The game winner was scored by Cade Jensen, who gets his first pro goal. And really, even though Pastorius didn't get a point, them battling with Rapid City out in front of the net, Jensen was looking for Pastorius. It ricocheted off something and into the back of the net. Jensen gets credited with the goal, and it is a game winner as he gave Utah a 3-1 lead, 9:59 into the second. Luke Manning and Kabori Dunn picked up the assist, and that is important for Dunn as that is his first professional point. Mick Messner extended Utah's lead. It was 15 seconds after a power play ended, but the Grizzlies were able to get the puck possession necessary, and Messner got a centering pass out in front and fired a backhand shot past Matt Radomski. It's Messner's second goal of the season. He had 15 last year. Armstrong and Manning with the assist. That's Manning's second assist of the game as he assisted on the Jensen goal, 9:59 into the second. And for Craig Armstrong, that's important as that is his first professional point as Messner scored 13:40 into the second. Derek Dashke fired a one-timer from the left circle, 19:55 into the second. Gallant and Yoon picked up the assist. That's Dashke's first in a Grizzlies uniform. He had 16 goals with the Kalamazoo Wings last season. Dashke had a pretty good college career at Miami of Ohio and then transferred for a senior year at the University of Minnesota Duluth. He had one goal with Toledo towards the end of the 2022-23 season, so he gets his 18th pro goal, and that was 19:55 into the second with Gallant and Yoon getting the assists. The only goal in the third period, I'd have to check a replay because when I saw it live, I swore that it got kicked in by Janicki, but Janicki gets the goal. Wagner with the centering pass from the right side towards Janicki. Davis with an assist. And just one of those that, if it were a closer game, I think that we'd take a closer look at it, but all it did was make the score 5-2. It was kind of inconsequential to some, and the Grizzlies still come away with a 3-goal victory, despite the fact that Rapid City outshot Utah 35-24. Neither team scored on the power play tonight. Utah was 0 for 2. Rapid City was 0 for 1, but Utah did score shorthanded, and they did score 15 seconds after a power play ended, where the Grizzlies did have that offensive zone time, and the momentum after that power play carried over into that Messner goal in the second period. Adam Schill gets the victory in net. He stopped 33 of 35. Matt Radomski for Rapid City saved 19 of 24. Very balanced attack for the Grizzlies. Dashke and Shea each led the club with 4 shots. Cameron Buell, as well as Luke Manning and Reed Lebster, had 3 shots. 2 shots each for Armstrong and Fairbrother, and a few others with 1 shot on goal. For Rapid City, they got goals from Gore and Janicki, both guys picking up their first pro goals. Ryan Wagner and Parker Bowman each led the club with 5 shots each. Well, it was a fun one here at the Monument as the Grizzlies come away with the victory. Let's see if we can find the 3 stars. Third star tonight is Adam Schill, who got the victory in net. His record goes to 2-1 on the season. Number 2 star is Cade Jensen. Jensen, 1 goal and 1 assist. He was a +2 and had 1 shot. And the number 1 star is Neil Shea, who had a goal, also was a +1 and had 4 shots. I imagine that Shea got the number 1 star over Jensen, partly because it was probably picked before Rapid City scored that second goal, meaning Jensen Shea would have had the game winner, but obviously with that last goal that Rapid City scored, Jensen gets the game winner with 1 goal and 1 assist. We're going to make an executive decision. And in our Picks to Click contest, we're going to go with Kay Jensen. Now, if you got Neil Shea, you can you can comment on X at Tyson on Sports. But our Pick to Click winner is Kay Jensen, who had 1 goal and 1 assist. It was his first pro goal. And Jensen was outstanding tonight, and he is our winner of the Pick to Click contest, even though right now Neil Shea is listed as the number 1 star of the game. He did score that shorthanded goal, but Jensen did get the game winner and also had an assist to boot, as he got an assist on that Cameron Buell first period goal. Well, the Grizzlies will be back at Maverick Center as the tradition of Utah Grizzlies hockey continues, their 30th season of existence, as the Grizzlies will take on the Allen Americans this upcoming Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd. Face-off both nights will be at 7:10. And, hey, BYU and Utah are both off next week in college football, so what better weekend to come on out and enjoy some Grizzlies hockey with us at Maverick Center, as the Grizzlies will take on the Allen Americans. Home opening weekend is presented by Smith's. Well, that'll just about wrap things up. The Grizzlies will head home tonight. They will head home happy, as they got a win last night, 4-3 in a shootout. And tonight, it was a big second period effort that was the difference in the game, as the Grizzlies scored 4 unanswered in the second period, and they cruised to a 5-2 victory. Once again, in 2 hours and 32 minutes, and in front of a good crowd of 3,567 here at the Monument, it's the Utah Grizzlies really with a balanced attack. Kay Jensen, 1 goal and 1 assist. Luke Manning had 2 assists. And the Grizzlies also got goals from Cameron Buell, Neil Shea, Mick Messner, and Derek Dashke. Next broadcast of Grizzlies hockey will be on Friday night. It's the home opener at Maverick Center, November 1st, as the Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans. I'm just pursuing my dream, as I'm hoping someday to get to the NHL. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. Good night, everybody.